We can't do that because as Celtics fans, as soon as Jason Tatum is off, it's on Jason Tatum. It ain't Jaylen Brown ain't got no left hand. Jaylen Brown averaging 20 points. It ain't Porzingis was sick. It ain't nothing. It's Jason Tatum. No, Mitchell, that's on you, buddy. You're the number one option. You're the leader. I need more from you. I don't care if it's offensively, defensively, in the locker room. You know who you dating, brother? Nah, we need more from you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode 2 of the Pick Your Spot podcast. We have Rita, Malik, Queso. In today's episode, we will be ranking the top 30 shooting guards. We will introduce a new segment called On the Spot, where we discuss 1 or 2 NBA topics during the week, and then we will rank NBA teams from lottery to contenders. How are y'all boys doing today after the third retry?
I'm good.
Doing
good. Real so. How you?
I'm good, bro. It's been a long week, bro. Birthday was yesterday. Just been vibing. I've really been vibing. How was that? Did y'all like the episode? Like the first episode we did? Did y'all like how like everything was like laid out?
Yeah, I like it. It was cool.
Mm-hmm. I think just a couple things that I think we all agreed on that we talked offside the podcast, the things that we could just do better. But other than that, like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it. Shit. This is a short one, but y'all want to get straight into it?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Yeah, let's get into it.
We are about to rank our top 30 shooting guards. As usual, we will be going from 30 to 1. And we will start off with Rita. At 30. Wait, first I'm going to say some honorable mentions before anything. My first 3 honorable mentions, Aaron Wiggins, Karis LeVert, and Pods. I literally had Pods on my list. I had Pods at 29. The last 20 minutes before the show, I changed it to Devin Vassell. I had a change of heart. I wanted Devin Vassell on my list. I know Devin Vassell is probably higher on people's lists. I can't do it, but we'll get into that. At 30, I have Cool Bali. At 29, I have Devin Vassell. At 28, I have Jared McCain. 27, I have Stephon Castle. 26, I have Shaden Sharp. Basically, reason why I have Vassell at 29 than most people, I think he's a very good isolation scorer. He was really good. He had some injury concerns the last couple years. Very good shooter. Defensively, he's like off and on. Sometimes he's like, if you look at the advanced numbers, he's like a negative. But when you actually watch the game, I don't think he's that much of a negative. I don't think he's a good defender at all. But I think he's like passable, like for your shooting guard. My problem with Devin Vassell, and the reason why I have him so low, is literally just because I think he doesn't. It could be a San Antonio problem, but that's the only place we have seen him. And I just don't think he has on-ball usage where he's like wants to be the number 1 and number 2 scorer, but he literally can't. And when he like minimizes to a role next couple years with like De'Aaron Fox, because we barely even got to see the full combination of the team together. I think now that he's about to be like the 3rd and 4th option, he could like struggle. Personally, that's how I just feel. Yeah, he has spacing, but like he wants to be on ball. When he's not on ball, he's kind of not really doing anything other than like the good off-ball shit when it comes to like moving off the screen and stuff like that. I think he's limited. Now they brought De'Aaron Fox, they brought Dylan Harper. Wemby has to get his touches. I just think they're slowly, like how they did with Keldon Johnson the last couple of years, they have slowly just moved away from Keldon. I think they're slowly moving away from Vassell, and I think it's just moving forward, it's going to hurt him. I did tax him a lot for the injuries. I did tax him a lot for not showing to me the other capable things other than having the ball and scoring in isolation. But I digress. McCain at 28, like McCain, he had a great rookie year before he got injured. His numbers were actually insane when he was on the court. That's why I felt like he had to be on my list just because of that. But like we didn't see enough. Defensively we're scared, but offensively he was amazing. Stephon Castle at 27, the rookie of the year. I like Stephon. I think he's cool. I think he was a little overrated, kind of, just a little bit. Like at first he came in being the point guard of the team. That's what he got drafted as. Realized that he could do other things, be a wing and stuff like that. He can't shoot. He can't shoot to save his life. I literally just saw a video like a week ago of Stephon Castle shooting in the gym. It looked like his hands hurt every time he shoot it. It looks bad. And like in the video, it's funny. It was like, oh my God, Stephon Castle, he made like, it was like an open gym. I think he made like, I want to bring propaganda, like 13 out of 20. And they're like, oh my God, his shot is fixed. That shit is not fixed, bro. Even in the comments, everyone was like, this shit is not fixed. I don't know why the comments is like that. And it's open gym. And then I have Shaden Sharp at 26. I love me some Shaden. I think Shaden is really good. I think Shaden has upside to be a number one scorer. I just don't think we've really seen it. He was like most of his shot diet came off of jump shots, not a jump shooter. He shot like 6 threes a game. I saw the stat and I was like, Shaden shot 7 threes a game. Why the fuck is he doing that? He was a 31% shooter, amazing at the rim, but defensively he still hasn't been good. He's still like, the shooting walls is bad. I don't know. Do you guys? I'm assuming I don't know if these guys were like close in this area for y'all, but anywhere close?
Nah.
No.
I think McCann was higher, Sharp was higher, Castle was. I got to see the rest of your list though.
For sure.
Which state? Yeah, I got to see the rest of your list.
Everybody on your list higher for me except 30.
30? Okay. Malik?
All right, so for 30, I got VJ Edgecombe. 29, I got Kalalabi.
That boy got the rookie.
28, I got Wiggins. 27, I got DiVincenzo. And 26, I got Simons. So I got, 29 and 30, they there because one, he's a rookie, he hasn't played yet. I got high expectations from him, but I haven't seen anything from him, but so I got him at 30. 29, he got good defensive potential, but he's still raw on offense, so I got to see a lot more from that. With Wiggins, he's a solid 3-and-D player, shot 37.5 from 3. With him being on OKC, it's going to be tough for him to
ever,
like develop into what he really needs to be just because of their big three and then like how well they play defensively. So if he was to get traded to another team, I would expect a lot more from him, especially with his shooting, because he's, solid 3-and-D player. DiVincenzo, he's an elite role player. He can score well from 3. And then I got Simons there because he's an underrated playmaker. He had 4.1 assists per game. I think he missed a good chunk of the season last year. And but his scoring and shooting off the dribble was probably one of his best attributes. So anything else, come talk to him.
I really wanted to put, I didn't want to put VJ on my list. I'm not going to say a lie, but I like VJ. Like, I think the upside of VJ is amazing. Like, compared to like the people I had on the board matches, it's hard for me to put him over. But I think year one VJ can be really good, just playing a role. I love Aaron Wiggins. I really do. I'm not really too mad at anything. Again, we have to see the rest of your list. We're literally at 30 at 26. I can't be like, oh, how the fuck do you have this guy over this guy? Wait, did you have any honorable mentions? Like anyone like that just didn't make the list?
No.
Oh, no, the list is the list. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll Queso at 30.
Yeah, so we got Sword Thompson at 30, Nikhil Alexander-Walker at 29, Pods at 28, Beasley at 27, and Braun at 26. I think with a Sword, it's just his shooting has to be better. I got to see him more in more minutes. He was averaging 25 minutes last year. So got to see that. It's really self-explanatory because these are low usage guys. Christian Braun, 40% from 3 last year. 38 the previous year, which I didn't know. Average 15, was one of the best slashers in the league in transition. Beasley was one of the best shooters in the league. Was a better defender, but still has to improve there. Podge was kind of shaky to me. He had a lot of spurts where I thought he could be, a Clay replacement, but he just wasn't that. He's a better playmaker, a better rebounder than Clay, but scoring wise, what he did in the playoffs can't happen. I know he was sick or something like that, but unacceptable. Same thing with Nikhil. He does too much on the floor. defensively. Offensively, he showed signs that he can put the ball on the ground. I think that's important. But again, these are low usage guys, so it's really hard to rank these 30 to 26 guys for that simple fact. Yeah.
I think you got amnesia, my boy.
What you mean?
That's not. I'm pretty sure because for anyone that doesn't want we don't have a producer right now, so I have really bad short term memory. So like they can send me the list and I'll literally forget their list. I literally cannot remember most of their list. That's Clay. That's Clay Thompson.
Oh, I had Asura as
Yeah, we even started small forward. We didn't rank a song. That's why I was like, we're ranking a song.
honorable mentions. I put him as.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Okay, that's me. Okay, well, Asura was my honorable mention. I guess we're gonna do it with small fours then.
That's. I mean, that was my game plan. I would have ranked him.
Okay, that's my fault then. But yeah, Asura Thompson was my 31. Defensively is impact, but Clay Thompson is a 30. Excuse me. I mean, I guess he's still a good shooter, but defensively he's a lot worse than he was in his prime. I think a lot of time with these players, when we rank them so much lower, is because where they were in their prime compared to now. Like obviously, I would probably choose Clay over a few of these guys, but how much he's digresses, I got to keep him at 30. I need to see more consistency from him. We saw a few games last year, but we need more from him. I'd rather have him to kill defensively and still shooting 38%, 39% from three. So that's the reason I got him at my 30.
I'm just surprised you have Nickel so low. Like I mean, when I say so low, like I have Nickel probably in the next ranking, I believe. But and Beasley, who was like really good.
See, when it comes to these rankings, it's a lot on road. So like I think Pods has a higher usage road than the kill. And it's easier for Nikhil to kind of chill in his 3-and-D spot and be a star in his role. But if he went to the Warriors, could he do what Pods would do? In some ways, yes, but playmaking, no. And as much as they call on Pods to score when Curry wasn't, it goes back and forth.
Yeah, Pods to me, he isn't as a scorer. He has a long way to go as a scorer.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. I remember looking up Pods, and this is the reason why I took Pods off my list. I was kind of surprised. Pods is a bad catch and shoot player.
Yeah.
Believe this,
That's it.
which is crazy. Like it's crazy. You would really think he's a good catch and shoot player. He was really bad last year. Not really bad. Really bad is a stretch. But for his standards, which you expect him to be, he was bad. He was really good off the when he was like running off screens, but like spot up shooting, he wasn't the best.
I think I put him a little higher than these guys for his everything else that he does.
Yeah.
He's one of the better rebounders and playmakers, and off the ball guys in general.
Yeah, he was a good rebounder. That's why he was on my list, and then I took him off because the shooting woe sometimes scares me. Rebecca Case.
Yeah, I believe the next ranking we're gonna talk about for real.
Okay.
So
Damn.
So let's get into it. Well, for my listeners, we got Malik Monk at 25, Jeremy McCain at 24, Vassell at 23, Sexton at 22, and Caruso at 21. First off, do you have anything to say about this list?
Malik is so low.
Both of y'all.
Malik is so low, bro.
Yeah, Malik low. Caruso could be higher.
Oh my! No, compared to my list, you're gonna think I'm a Caruso lover.
So first, we're gonna go to the Jeremy McCain, right? The disrespect that I seen. It's not crazy. Did you have him, 27?
For me.
Yeah,
I mean 27.
27. Okay, let me read to you this real quick. 15 points on 45-38 splits in November. That's the second month of the season. As a rookie, he was doing this. I believe Joel Embiid was out, right? So he was out. In November he averaged 20 points. Well, no, that was his overall was 15 on 45-38 splits. In November he averaged 20 points on 45-38 90 splits. He had 30, 34, 29, and 27 point game. the disrespect kind of put him a little lower than 25. I feel like as a rookie, we have to take into account this is his first year. He don't know nothing about the NBA, and he's coming in doing what we think Malik Monk is doing. If that makes sense, Malik Monk is he's cold, but he's also in a role where he doesn't really have to have as much on his back. If he drops 4 points, okay, cool, go back to the bench. But if you drop 17, he gets the praise. So I think it's kind of that's why I have some 6 men a little bit lower and some guys in a lower role than there's some other guys. But Jared McCain, I got a lot of love for him. He came in the league. I didn't expect this from at all. Shooting 45, 40 splits is crazy. He was hooping. So what do we
The only thing I would say to like the Malik Monk thing, I think Malik Monk, like his role was actually like it was needed. Like it was really needed for the Kings.
Yeah.
I think at the start of the season, like they just came at him coming off the bench, being a scorer and stuff like that. But like when Fox got traded, Malik Monk like passing was like it was good. Like he had really good passing chops while keeping up the same amount of scoring that he was doing. And like the efficiency didn't really like fall off with him like having a playmaker. I wouldn't call him a point guard. They had him playing point guard. He's not a point guard. And he's not point guard passing level yet. But like he just really like I think he surprised me. Like as his like how much his game could elevate when they asked more from him. I don't think Malik Monk could ever be a superstar or stuff like that. Anything like that. I think he could be a really good 6-man off the bench. And I think he's probably one of the better 6-men off the bench in the shooting guard list.
well when it comes to these rankings again, when it's below really 16 and below, it's kind of the criteria kind of changes based on the player. Malik Monk been in a league for some years. I don't see him being number 1 option, the number 2 option, or number 3 option. So McCain, I can't say that yet. I see where he can improve a lot, and he's only his rookie year. That's why I have him above Malik Monk, because we kind of see Malik Monk's peak. He also hasn't done nothing in the league so far yet. As far as like Jordan Clark did the same thing he do. So why we not ranking him up? You know what I'm saying?
But no,
Jordan Clark's gonna start on a team, and he's going to not efficiency wise, but he's going to get it. Look cute. Okay, you can give me 18 and 6, bro. That's cool. But can we win a playoff series? What you doing?
No.
We can't sell McCain yet.
Don't ever compare. Don't ever compare any human to Jordan Clarkson. That he's a Jordan Clarkson did not make my list for so many reasons.
Yeah.
But Malik Monk, like first of all, you said it yourself, efficiency is way better. It's not even close. But I know you wasn't comparing him to Jordan Clarkson. You were just saying in that role, if you give him higher usage, of course he's gonna get more buckets.
He's gonna produce.
But with that being said, first of all, that was very unfair and very rude of you to say Malik Monk hasn't done anything in the NBA because unfortunately he's been on some pretty shit teams. Let's speak about that. We literally saw him be yes, he can't be your number 2, number 3, but I think people could be your number 2, number 3 scoring options in spurts, depending on the situation.
That's the thing though, is when we talk about LaMelo Ball, he's on a very bad team, but he's also putting up numbers. It could be inefficient. We talk about numbers. Malik Monk hasn't even put up the numbers to show that when he's on a bad team, that he can be the lead role. That's my problem. Like if you put Norman Powell, I feel like you put Norman Powell on a certain team, he can still get you 20. Like make sure Norman Powell probably get you 22 on efficient shooting. Malik Monk has been on bad teams and not shown me that. So and on good teams, he's you're good at your role, but it's levels to it. I feel like it's really levels to it. And like I feel like Jared McCain was on that bad team and he did better than Malik Monk did. His rookie year.
Is giving you 18 points in 20 minutes not good enough for you?
It's good, but we're not winning no games. And
the Kings were winning. The Kings were winning. Not last year, but the year before that.
Okay. Oh, but you talking about 6-man, right? When he was a 6-man?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Not when he starts. I don't like Malik Monk starting. Let's make that clear.
As a 6-man, now I'm not gonna say that because that would be disrespectful. But as a 6-man, let's just put ourselves in that role, right? I gotta come off the bench. If I don't play good, I go back to the bench. If I play really good, I get praise. He don't have nothing on his back compared to the other guys. You know what I'm saying? So not saying it's not hard. It is, but I mean, we see what Jordan Poole did. We seen his transition, how rocky it was.
I think it's different though. We're extending it a little long, but all I'm gonna say, I think it's only different only because I think he did have something. Like when you play the Sacramento Kings and you're looking at I'm talking about last year, or the year when they had De'Aaron Fox, not
Okay.
last year. When you played the Sacramento Kings, when they had D Fox, a bonus, Keegan Murray, Monk, all that. When you look at our problems when they probably got that chart of who to focus on this game, obviously you have Fox and Sabonis, but Sabonis is not a scoring threat. Malik Monk is the second number 2 scoring threat.
Yeah.
And when he's on the court, he's treated like it. It's not like when he's not getting guarded by bums very far.
But
He's getting guarded by the second best perimeter defender on the team.
I remember him when he comes in. I remember like it was either really good or really bad from him, or mediocre. Like 8 points or 20 points. His 20 points, it looked cool, but it's. I'm saying that. Well, we ain't gonna keep going, but that's why I have him.
Yeah,
Caruso at 21.
probably. Yeah.
I'm gonna speed this process up again. A lot of this is very hard. A lot of people could be interchangeable, but a lot of the role players can be interchangeable for the simple fact that it's a few guys I can put in his role. Obviously, he does so much on the court, but can produce how he produces. Like if you maybe even this is example, people. You put Colin Sexton in a reduced role and tell him, "Yo, let's go play defense." And when you come in the game, be a hustle guy and be an energy guy. He's gonna look much different than he is as a number 1 scoring option. So Caruso, we don't game plan for Caruso. We don't game plan for Caruso. He does what he does. We might say, okay, when Caruso's in, this is what we can look for, but that's really it. So again, this is another one of those guys that's interchangeable in that defense. He's a great guy. We seen him in Chicago. He didn't look like this. He was good. He didn't look like this though. He was really good. Trust me, he was really good.
But he looked like this.
But look, while I'm saying this from the eye, he looked very good because he's surrounded by Shea, Jalen Williams, Chet in the back. He can do what he wants. So I ain't gonna keep it going, but that's why I got him at 21.
We're gonna spin back on Alex Caruso. Definitely when we get to Alex Caruso, it seems like I have to give the grace of God. Go ahead, Malik.
All right, so for 25, I got Colin Sexton. For 24, I got Shaedon Sharp. 23, I got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. For 22, I got Beasley. And 21, I got Monk. I got Sexton right there, high efficiency scorer. His best attribute, scoring off the dribble. He shot 35.9% for 3 last year. Shaedon Sharp, he's an explosive guard. He got high potential. His athleticism is through the roof. I feel like, he needs to improve with his defensive awareness, but he's still an athletic defender.
Yeah.
23, I have Nickeil Alexander-Walker, elite team defender, elite isolation defender as well on the perimeter. I feel like his limitations is definitely on his offensive side. Beasley, he's a pure shooter, but I feel like he's just limited everywhere else. So that's why I got him at 22, because he's more so catch and shooter, spot up. And you're not going to get much more from Malik Beasley. And 21, I got Monk because that's instant offense off the bench. He shot 36% from 3 last year. And, I mean, to have him coming off your bench as your primary scorer, like, yeah, he's gonna give you the points that you need at all times. I mean, he might be inconsistent here and there, but generally you can get a good 15 to 18 points out of him every night. So,
okay.
Anything else?
I think we already touched on Sharp and not well. I don't know if we touched on Sharp too crazy, but
we're gonna do that later. So that for later.
I'm scared. Beasley, I like Beasley. I think Sexton, I had Sexton a little higher, but like I'm not. I think from this 25 to maybe even all the way down to like 15, there's so many names like that could be thrown in this area. And I'm honestly, if you have a reasoning, I can't get too mad at it. I feel like it depends on what their team is, stuff like that. I think Sexton's the same way. You put Sexton on a lot of benches, and there's like good offensive players ahead of him, he's gonna look amazing. Like he said, if you tell him to come on the court and do this, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it, and he's gonna be really good in the role. At 25, I have Klay Thompson. 24, I have Christian Braun. 23, I have Quentin Grimes. 22, I have DiVincenzo. 21, I have Klay. I think he touched on it. That's the only reason why I have Klay at 25. I think Klay is. I had Klay lower, and then I had to keep on ranking him up because at the end of the day, it's Klay Thompson. He's still shooting 40% from three. He's still good off the catch, stuff like that. I think in that Maverick system, it looked a little worse with Kyrie being out, with Luka getting traded and stuff like that. I still am a little worried because Kyrie's not the playmaker of a Luka, but like we've seen Klay play with like decent playmakers to good playmakers before and still get the job done. They're not asking him to do much. I think his self creation from anywhere other than three is fucking disgusting. That's the one stat I didn't write down, and I'm mad I didn't write it down. I'm pretty sure Klay was shooting very bad from two, and that's a little scary. As a defender, he's got worse. Christian Braun, I have him at 24. I looked at the numbers and stuff like that. He was a 40% shooter from three. It was off of 2 attempts. It was off of 2.8 attempts. In the playoffs, he was a terrible shooter. I don't know how much it's going to get better. Like, I don't know if he had like a hot season, but he's been around 38 to 40, but it's off of low attempts. Maybe but the attempts have been going up and up every single year. They're probably gonna ask him to shoot a little bit more off the catch. So he's a young player. He's a pesky defender. I wouldn't call him a good defender. I wouldn't call him a great defender. I think he's just pesky. He's just kind of annoying. He's there. He's gonna always stay on you. He's a hustle guy, stuff like that. He was like that in Kansas. He's always gonna be like that. The reason why I have Quentin Grimes, y'all haven't dropped Quentin Grimes. I'm interested where y'all have Quentin Grimes. The reason why I have Quentin Grimes at 23 is because, one, March basketball. He's going back to a smaller role. The last 25 games, he was really good, though. 21 points per game, 4.6 assists, basically 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 38% from 3, 59% true shooting. The whole 9. Amazing. But when he gets scaled back, it's literally what Peso said. When he gets scaled back to a lower role, the efficiency is going to be there, but like, is this 20 points per game stuff going to be here? Probably not. It's definitely in the Sixers offense where we got McCain coming up, Tyrese, Embiid coming back. It's hard for me to say. And even as a player, like, take him off the Sixers and you tell him to go on a bad team, is it going to lead to any wins, what he's doing? Probably not. Probably not. So, yeah. DiVincenzo, good shooter. Nah, we've already spoken about Nah so much. I love him. Can't wait to see you on the Atlanta Hawks.
Is that a little bias?
What's what bias?
To be honest,
We're talking about Nikhil?
is that a little bias? You could be honest. Lika was honest last episode. You could be honest. Is it a little bias? I'm not mad at you if it is, but if not, we gotta ask some words.
Nah, I don't think it's bias.
Okay, what does he do better than DiVincenzo and Quentin Grimes?
Go ahead. My bad.
Quentin Grimes, what I want to say, it is March basketball, but we've seen him only in very reduced roles, and he's produced in all of those roles previously. Even with the Knicks, he was a spark off the bench. But all I'm saying is, when we see these guys who are role players be number one options for the time being, this March, that's cool. But him able to average 25, 30 points on elite shooting, that has to speak some type of numbers. That's all I got to say. It's the same with DiVincenzo. He's elite shooter. What did he do in the playoffs last year? When he was in there, he was giving you 30, 25, 36.
With the Knicks.
With the Knicks.
Correct.
Called Nikhil, I don't know. I've seen him in higher roles. He hasn't shown me that. Defensively, he could be better. But I don't think he's giving you what Grimes does, playmaking, rebounding. And Grimes isn't a bad defender. He's a terrible defender at all. We can look up the stats today.
No. Grimes is not a bad defender. He's all right defender. He's okay. He's passable.
All I'm saying is, you put Grimes in Nikhil's role.
Honestly, I think that's unfair. I really think that's unfair, only because what you're saying, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. What you're basically telling me right now is, because when their name was called, they elevated in higher roles, we're going to give them credit, or more credit, than someone that hasn't had that opportunity.
So
Nikhil was on the bench praying for Anthony to blow his Achilles?
No.
What is
No, but look. Nikhil has had opportunities because when Mike Conley, I believe he was hurt, last year and this year, and he sat out a lot of games. He had the opportunity. I think Jaden McDaniels was also hurt. Maybe last year. But he had opportunities to go in there and secure kind of a role like Dante DiVincenzo, right? They both was in. I remember when the season first started, they both was in a role to where basically they're fighting for that next position off the bench. Dante won that position early because Nikhil couldn't produce what Dante did offensively. Like so that's all I'm saying. When they're both in the reduced roles, Nikhil is giving you 7 points good defensively, but
I think the only to that Dante versus Nikhil point, Dante won in that role, in that like point of position for I think only for 2 reasons. One, you already have a point of attack defender. You have Jaden McDaniels. You don't need. I mean, it's nice to have Nikhil and Jaden on the court. We literally seen it in the playoffs. It's amazing when they're on the court together. But like what their offense has always lacked was shooting. They lack shooting, and Dante is probably. No, he's a better passer than Nikhil. I was trying to like say with the levels of how much of a better passer he is.
Okay.
But yeah, Dante's a better passer than Nikhil. But I think Nikhil defensively, and I think that's like you're going to see him on list. Like there's a lot of the next couple tiers there's gonna be a lot of I'm gonna get to a bucket type of players. But after I value you guys value defense too. You guys are Celtics fans. Fucking disgusting. But I value a lot of defense in this list. I think Nikhil is clear to Dante as a defender now. Am I calling Dante a bad defender? No. I just think Nikhil clears him as a defender. 3-point shooting, stuff like that. Obviously, Dante's better. You're convincing me. You're convincing me just a little bit, but I mean,
it's 21-22.
It's a little. It's a little biased. It's just a little biased.
Okay, but it's interchangeable. I'm not mad. It's interchangeable.
You walked me to this point. It's a little biased.
Okay.
But I really like Nikhil. I think he's even offensively, he's gonna even look better next to Trae Young. Like he's never played with. When people play with a playmaker of Trae Young's standard, they look better. He's never played with a playmaker of Trae Young's standard in his life. But I digress. At 20, I'm Malik Beasley, Ivy at 19, Mathurin at 18, Simons at 17, and Sexton at 16. Like I said, I kind of rank all these people around the same. Beasley, elite shooter. Like Malik kind of said, he doesn't really do much else. Like he was pretty bad at the rim, everything else. But literally, he was number 2 in 3-point makes. That has to lead for something. Now, could this be a explosion year for him? As in, like, he's always been a good 3-point shooter, but like that level, what he did with Detroit, I don't know. But I'm gonna give him his credit. Ivy at 19. Ivy, I want to put Ivy higher because I just like Ivy as a player. Just Ivy kind of scares me. My thing with Ivy is they want him to be. Ivy got drafted to be a downhill type of scorer that has like some type of playmaking chops. He's never really been a good playmaker, even in college and stuff like that. But he's been like, no, he's been good. He has never been a great or elite playmaker, but he's been good. He's been passable and stuff like that. But now, like with his role with Cade, I wonder how it looks. He shot 40% from 3 off the catch and stuff like that. But like I think we talked about it like last episode. We talked about it somewhere. I think me and Queso talked about it somewhere. Is that going to continue moving forward? I don't know. And for some reason, I mean, I'm not gonna act like I watch every single NBA game in the world. Like I'm human. I watch mostly Hawks games. I watch every NBA. I watch NBA teams I like. I did not watch Detroit Pistons every single game. Definitely not at the start of the season. Before I didn't think there was any shit. I started picking them later once they started winning games. But Ivy was already kind of out at that point. He was negative. Like advanced numbers, he was negative. Like it was a negative on defense when he was on the court. Negative on offense. I mean, he played with kind of the second unit when Cade would come out, but he was still a negative, and that kind of worries me. Stuff like that. Mathurin, another player. There's a lot of players I like in this shooting guard list to move up for next year. Mathurin, I'm just kind of scared of his being a number 1 role, which he's going to be. Well, he won't be number 1, but he'll be like number 1, number 2 guard option role. Next year kind of scares me. He's not a good pull-up shooter. He gets to the rim amazingly. 7 free throws a game. He knows he's probably one of the best players in getting to the free throw line every single season. He averages 7. Even Rick Carlisle spoke on it. I watched a podcast. Shout out to Caitlin Cooper. She's like the Indiana Pacers podcaster. She only covers Indiana and Pacers for the most part. For the most part, she had Rick Carlisle on the podcast literally like 2 weeks ago. She basically asked Rick straight up, who's starting the shooting guard? He said it's Mathurin, but he's scared. He literally said it's Mathurin. This is his own head coach saying it's Mathurin, but is this his position to lose? Only because he does Mathurin's a really good player and he believes in Mathurin's talent. Just defensively, sometimes his IQ needs to be better. Like Mathurin does a lot of stupid things. He could be a really good defender. He just does a lot of stupid things, aka fouls, bad assignment read-ups, all that. So that's why I have Mathurin there. Sexton and Simons, you guys think Queso had him lower. Or not Queso, Leak had him lower. It's just how I feel about them. They're around. I think they're average type players. Both bad defenders. I rank Sexton a little bit just because I like players that can get to the rim, stuff like that, and not too jump shot reliant. And I like Sexton. Actually, we saw him play off the bench and saw him play a role. Simons, I'm kind of scared with him. He's been on ball a lot of his career. He was 99th percentile of all guards with like having the ball in his hand. That's literally 1%, the top 1% of the league of having the ball in his hand. All y'all know as a Celtics fans, Joe Mazzulla isn't the type to say, hey, yo, take the ball, bro, and just like hold it. Like you're gonna have to do like other things on offense. And we haven't really seen it in his career yet. And his defense is niggas talk about Trae Young's defense being bad. He Anthony Simons is probably like people who play. He's a very bad defender, bro.
He put me in a new system though.
Yeah, I'm not worried about him.
Portland was a good defense though. Like towards the end of the year. At the end of the year, Portland they were good. Like Chauncey, if there's one thing I'll give about Chauncey Billups, he looked like he's supposed to get fired the year before. This year, he literally told these guys, yo, y'all got to play some defense. Simons, it didn't translate. It's never translated. He doesn't even look like he can be a good defender. I don't know where, new system, fuck all that. He doesn't look like he can be a good defender.
Yeah, but when you have, I think it'll be a little different. The system is good, but when you're in a system like the zone reads that the Celtics do, it's beneficial to the guards. That's why Peyton Pritchard was able to press 94 feet because if he presses 94 feet and the guard gets past him, the wing is going to go over and then Peyton will rotate. So I think it'll allow Simons to be more active on the ball. I am worried about it, but not too much. I think our system going to help.
That's like the system is amazing. Jason Tatum's gone. He was a big part of that system. Tatum was gone. Horford is gone. Porzingis he can't move his feet like that, but he still did cover at times for the length. They're all gone. They're gonna have to. Nemis Creator. I don't know how to say his name. Cuda, whatever.
Ada, yeah.
Ada. God bless. God bless.
I will say, excuse me for. So these are end of the bench guys. I forget his name. He played for the T-Wolves and we signed him.
Oh no.
He's a dog defense.
Luka Garza?
No. Let me. I don't got time to look it up, but end of the bench guy. He's about 6'8", lengthy defender. He's gonna take. He's a better off the ball defender than Jason Tatum was. I believe he's a better probably all around defender than Jason Tatum is. That's the only reason he's in the league, to be honest. You see how I'm talking about?
Josh Minot.
Minot. Did you see him match in the playoffs?
For the Timberwolves? No.
Yeah. He's pretty. I won't say elite, but he's going to be. It was a spot. It was.
I looked this up. How many minutes?
So when I talk defensively, I go a lot to eye. For the fact that I've seen stats prove that Jaylen Brown is supposed to be a top 10 DPOY, but I see otherwise because I see transition. He's terrible, and certain things that the stats don't look at. So Minot, when I see him in the game, the whole defense changes. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, he played 4 minutes a game. No, I'm not holding you because you are really like when I say like the reason why like the reason why you and me said we were gonna make a podcast a year ago, because you're really a nerd. You're really a basketball nerd. Like, I don't know why you just, and definitely for the Celtics, you really love them. He played 4 minutes a game.
Right. So
Like, I know you have love for your team and faith. He played 4 minutes a game.
right. Now, all I'm saying is I've seen games where he changes the defense. Just like Nikhil, there were certain times in the Pelicans where he came in.
Yeah.
He's gotten way better, but we've seen flashes. So I'm saying we're gonna show you this year. My night will show you. Offensively, he may not be there, but we're gonna see. That's all I'm saying. We keep going. My bad.
Doesn't believe.
All right, so for 20, I got Ivy. 19, I got Vassell. 18, I got Poole. 17, I got Mathurin. 16, I got Caruso. So same thing like Rita was saying with Ivy. I don't know how his fit is really gonna be with Cade, because I feel as though they both play the same way. They both try to play all around. Cade is obviously a way better all around player than him. So it's just gonna be difficult to kind of see that. So maybe he's gonna be a very key trade piece for them. But he do need to improve with his defensive awareness. Vassell, I feel like Vassell is the perfect two-way player. If you put him on like the Celtics or like any other contender, like that's probably one of the best role players that you're gonna get with 3-and-D. What he shot 38.7 from 3 last year and what he had
Well, who we talking about?
Vassell.
Oh, huh?
You don't like that?
I don't like him defensively like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really try to hold him, and then I like looked at his defensive numbers like before and that's why I really moved him in. His defensive numbers aren't advanced numbers aren't like too bad, and he has the length.
Yeah, I see what you're
But
saying lengthwise.
it's just that, yeah, lengthwise, it's just like I haven't seen it. Guys, like I see the length. I just have not seen it on the court to say, oh, nah, he could be your main POA defender or point of attack defender. But
I don't know.
Go
I
ahead.
feel like sometimes it's different because like when you're playing on a team that's not really playing for nothing, you're gonna focus more on offense than you do defense. Like because you want to get your numbers at the end of the day.
I mean, yeah, your numbers get you paid in this league.
Yeah, so that's just why I say you playing on a contender where you know you have to play defensively, kind of like what we're gonna see with Simons. I feel like he's gonna be a lot better defender than he's shown. He gonna have to move up.
We got into a negative with Wemby though. How are you a negative with Wemby? I don't.
I think I wouldn't be negative with 1B.
Yeah, like on the court, like if we just talk about defensive rating, I don't think my defensive rating numbers would be bad when I start next to Wemby. But actually,
Yes and then no though, because I know if he get by me, 7-3, 7-4 back there.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I did what I could. He got past me 7-4 back there though, so we running back.
I ain't too mad at it. I could see him in the right system, lengthwise be a good off the ball defender.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying there a little bit.
All right, 18. I got Poole. He's a elite 3-level scorer, but he don't play no type of defense. Like his scoring ability, his shot creation is just highlight reel. 17, I got Mathurin, and at 16, I got Caruso. Just going back a little bit off of what Rita was saying about Mathurin, I feel like he could be, or what he really needs to improve on is his playmaking, and we're gonna have to see that with Halliburton being out. And I know they still got McConnell, they still got Nembhard to take care of that, but he's gonna get like the number 1, number 2 option. Yeah, so that's just what I'm expecting from him. And then Caruso, you know, both of y'all spoke on that earlier. So
yeah, Mathurin secondary playmaking needs some work. Yeah, you have Poole much lower than me. I mean, I like Poole a lot, bro. Like I like Poole. You're right. His defense is putrid. His defense is putrid. He can't stay in front of anyone.
he doesn't like try to either.
Yeah, I don't think he tries.
But he's playing for the Wizards. But I mean, his numbers wasn't good with the Warriors either. But I don't know. I like the playmaking. He just looked better last year. His playmaking numbers looked like just way better when he was playing. When he was actually playing, definitely at the start of the year, he looked really well. And he averaged the start of the year, he was stealing mad steals, but that doesn't mean you're people underrate this. I don't know why. It's like an NBA thing equals steals equals you're a great defender. Don't hate on. I'm not talking about Dyson, but a lot of people say that. They say steals equals good defender. You could just play the offlane. You could just do what DeJounte does and just play the offlane the whole time and pray and gamble
the whole time.
and just gamble. Yeah, and then you get backdoored. And that's what Poole was doing, definitely on the Wizards. But I mean, again, it's around the ranking. It's around the ranking.
Yeah, if I had to compare that to an NFL thing, it'd definitely be like Trayvon Diggs. He'll take that gamble to go get an interception, but he gave up what that year he had the 7 or the 11 interceptions, I think. He gave up 900 receiving yards. So
Damn.
yeah, you can take that gamble, but it's not gonna pay off all the time.
We got Queso here.
20, we got Dante, 19, Ivy, 18, Poole. Me and Lee got the same for Poole. Castle, 17, 16, Mather. You shaking your head. What we got going on?
No,
We'll start.
Go ahead.
Y'all can be mad at my list. If this is what I'm seeing from y'all 16 to 30, y'all can be mad at me.
So for shooting guards, it was very hard because we have a lot of young shooting guards, right?
Correct.
So I have to base it off of projection a lot more than I did point guards. I don't like to do that, and that wasn't the criteria.
Mhm.
But it's kind of what I had to do. Castle, defensively, I seen signs that he could be a POA defender. That might just be me. But
No, that's a fact.
he has to get better shooting wise, but getting to the rim, he's elite in my opinion. We've seen him average, I think for a stretch, about 18 points, if I'm not mistaken, for a couple of weeks straight. I think he's going to fit really, really well for this team. I don't love him and Dylan Harper together. I feel like they're basically the same player. Obviously one is better offensively, one is defensively, but they're close. I feel like the floor spacing will be bad, but if you bring Harper off the bench and start Castle, I think he can thrive. The reason, okay, so I'm gonna tell the podcast this, right? I have notes on my phone for specific players because I know people might try it. All right. So let me start with Mathurin. I got him at 16 for a few. Well, it's not far from y'all, so I probably stretched it, but eye test. We seen him just like we talked about Malik Monk. We gotta put Mathurin in some of these roles. I seen him be elite versus the best team in the league in the finals. I seen him be elite in multiple games in the playoffs. I seen him carry quarters single-handedly because we talk about Tyrese Halliburton. He's a great player, but he can go cold, he can go silent, and Mathurin has to carry the load. Defensively, like we said, he isn't a great defender, but I've also seen he picked up the pace during the playoffs. He became in the finals, you've seen a different Mathurin than we've seen before. I think that got to count for something. When he wants to, he can do that. Playmaking got to be better. I think he's one of the best, not the best, but top 10 shooting guard rebounding wise. Poole, Leak spoke on him. Ivy, I got to see him. For some reason, I don't believe in his three. I don't believe in his three. I think Leak spoke perfectly on Ivy. I think he's better as trade bait. I don't love him with Cade. I want to see Assure at that 2 or 3, and then let Malik Beasley start and let Cade just work in pure isolation. Dante, we already spoke on him. I love what he did and what he does as far as shooting wise. He didn't have the best shooting year, but he shoots like 9-10 threes a game. He's one of the best shooters, I think, in the league, in my opinion. Just straight up one of the best shooters. And we see what he did in the playoffs with the Knicks. He won him a few games. He won him almost all the games he played. He was a big, huge factor. Him and Isaiah Hartenstein. So that's my list. Any complaints?
I mean, I was going to really rant.
I know what you're complaining.
No. It was the Castle being so hot. But if you project with him, I'm not I think Castle can be a really good player. But how far are you projecting?
I think
Like how far in the future are you projecting to? Are you projecting to this year
So
or like
when I
3 years from now?
so I guess everybody, the audience, will get to know us and how we think of the game. I think of the game as I want to see how you break down the game. So when I see Castle come, he gets a pick and roll, he steps back, he goes, he does his little slow Euro step. Yeah, he's able to continue to attack the basket and attack holes in the defense without having an elite shot. I feel like it's levels. When you don't have that elite shot, the defense plays you differently. They play gap defense. And for you to still go get 20 points and shoot really good, that's a plus. And he plays defense.
Not shoot. He does not shoot well. He does.
At the rim?
Oh, at the
Oh yeah, my bad.
No. Okay. Yeah, I heard shoot well. Like shoot well. I thought you meant just like efficiency in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. Castle was good. Castle was good towards the end. I mean, he was 62% at the rim as a rookie. That's really good. He got my biggest love for him was the free throw. I mean, obviously defense. That's my second biggest love for him offensively is getting to the free throw line. I feel like if you can get to the free throw line, you can be an elite offensive player in this league. Like you have the potential to be, and if the shooting works out and all that, I don't know. If I'm projecting for Castle this year, I personally can't have him this high. Just because I know the shooting's still gonna be a struggle and I know where the Spurs wanna go. Quote unquote wanna go. But next couple years, I'll fuck with them. I'll fuck with them. Go ahead.
We got Anthony Simons, we got Grimes at 14, excuse me. 13, we got Thomas. 12 we got Norman Powell. 11, we got Jalen Green. So again, you don't see somebody in here. We don't get to that later. But I mean, we kind of touched on all of these people. I do want to touch on Cam Thomas. The thing with him, a lot of people don't think he's a good passer. He last year, I don't want to say lead, I don't want to say really good. He grown to be a pretty good passer, a good turnover to assist ratio guy. We've seen him score whenever he wants to at any point of the floor. We've seen him get to the basket later. He has to improve defensively, but everything I heard the coach say he wanted from Cam Thomas, they got passing, better defense. Rebounding wise, I remember he was averaging maybe 2 rebounds, and then he went up to 5 or 6. Everything, efficiency, everything has gotten better year by year. So again, this is a young list. I can only go off projection with some of these players. I project him, and Rita know we did a fantasy draft. I projected him to be really good last year for the simple fact that his usage when he did play was out the roof. I projected Cam Thomas to actually average about 26, 5 and 5 on some good shooting, but he got hurt. Can't do too much with that. Grimes, I'm not like you said, I'm not a big March player, but we touched on it. This is what he did in that role. Him with Joel Embiid, I don't think people understand how nasty that's gonna be. His 3-point shooting, the way he was able to put the ball in the ground. I thought he was a pure shooter when he played with the Knicks and with the Mavs. He was putting that ball on the ground, getting to it. I gotta respect that. He was rebounding, getting some triple doubles for you. I gotta respect it. Jalen Green, we know, inefficient. Norman Powell, efficient, but I don't think he can be your number 1 or number 2 option on the team. And he folded in the playoffs. We needed him. He couldn't knock down a 3. I don't know what. Not we, but come on. I think I bet on him a few times. The Clippers. I think I bet on him a few times for 14 points, and he messed up every parlay. Like, come on, bro. You can't get 4. You want to average 54-9 in the regular season. You can't get me 15 points in the playoffs, but come on. So, but yeah, that's my list.
I think I have Jalen Green around this rank. I think Jalen Green probably was one of the hardest players to rank.
Yeah.
Fucking, if it was up to me, it was up to me. But if it was really up to like, if it was really up to how I truly feel, and like I ignore his like quote unquote potential because that's literally the start of every Jalen Green combo. Like if you have an argument with anyone with Jalen Green, it's like, but his potential is so good. If it was up to me, Jalen Green would be in the high 20s. He wasn't good last year. Like he wasn't good last year. Like to me, I don't think he was good. Like the efficiency was bad.
I think I think with him it's the immaturity. When I say that, I mean he has everything that you want, but you see in the playoffs, his read for the defense and the game isn't there. And I think that comes with immaturity because when you have everything, you literally have to go and watch film and see what they're doing. He's playing game by game and he's not making adjustment himself. They're giving you something, you're not taking it. You're not getting off ball. You're not doing none of the stuff you're supposed to. You're not getting in transition early. So, and he did it multiple times. I mean,
My thing is, if 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 the immaturity is there, if that's what we think it is, because we're not
yeah,
with him. If that's what we think it is, he had Ime Udoka as a coach.
yeah.
I mean, I guess when people say when they get traded in the NBA, things change. If things don't change when you have Ime as your coach, one of the hardest like Rough Rider coaches, like Ime is literally will not play no bullshit. Ime benched him multiple times
In the
late
point.
in, late in games, not even in the playoffs. In the regular season, he was benched multiple times because the defense wasn't there, the bad shot making wasn't there, like the bad shot taking was there. He makes tough shots. Jalen Green has a potential to be a top 5, top 10 shooting guard in this league when everything clicks. It's just the clicking. Like when everything clicks, boy, he's top 10 easily. It's not even close. He's elite. It's not even close. It's just like shit ain't clicking. That's why I was like, that's why I don't even know where I put him. I think I'm literally I like shook my head and I was like, I think I have him at 11 2 or 12 or something like that. But let's get to Malik.
All right, so 15, I got Castle. 14, I got Braun. 13, I got Daniels. 12, I got Thompson. 11, I got Thomas. We could go ahead and y'all tell me how y'all felt about that, and then I go into why.
Clay's so high. He's so high, bro. Clay and Braun is so high to me. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like
I'm really mad at Bron, to be
I'm
honest.
I'm the reason why I have Braun lower only because of the Jokic tax. I can't. The Jokic tax is heavy, bro. Like it's when you play with Jokic, like he makes you look like 10 times you're better. You're better. I'm not calling Braun bad or anything. I just think as a defender, he was pesky. Like he's not he's not an elite defender. He's not an elite scorer. He's really good in transition. Like really good in transition. That fits the Jokic play style. But like if you put Braun in other situations, like would I rather have, even though I'm like we just talked about Castle, I would rather have Castle. But you got the guys higher than him, so not even mad. But the Clay at 12 though,
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
that's kind of crazy. That is,
When I think about the shooting guard position, I'm thinking of I need this guy to score. Yeah, I know he went through a bad stretch earlier this year, but he's still giving you 40% from three. He's still giving you 40% from three.
yeah,
That's why I got him up here.
but like okay, but like he's literally a taller like Malik Beasley, like kinda like, and if Malik Beasley is gonna be down there on your list and stuff like that, like I don't know if there's any pluses to Clay's game right now that makes me want to say, hey, like Clay should be up here too. Because if Malik Beasley is like, I forgot where you have Beasley. I think you have Beasley around like 20 or 21, 22. If Beasley's 22, 21, why can't Clay be 22, 21? There's nothing that Clay does right now. Like if it was still like defensive Clay that was like still like still at his beat and guarded people, then yeah, I would be like, okay, like Clay has defense. Clay can't self create. He can't. His 2% was fucking atrocious. Like I don't know. Like and, like, he's kind of reliant on a good playmaker, like, Clay even, like, when Kyrie went out, Clay was, like the efficiency took a dip, like, it took a dip bad, and that's why Clay got kinda, like, started losing minutes and stuff, like, we were oh, shit, oh, he wasn't gonna make my list, I totally forgot about Max Christie.
Alright.
But, like, but I say Max Christie only because there was times where Jason Kidd was playing Max Christie over Clay, just because of the defense, and just because, like, he still brought the spacing, not Clay spacing. No one brings Clay spacing. He's always gonna be a 40% shooter, but
I think Clay just at that time, I think Max Christian just did more because Clay didn't have nobody to kind of pull gravity off of.
yeah.
So Max Christian did more as far as on the ball. Clay Thompson was just in the corner just chilling, to be honest. The
Yeah,
whole time.
Clay was
He just didn't really fit that lineup.
Yeah, I mean, he was still good around the rim, but it's like
Yeah.
it's things that he does not self-create. Like, he does not create them shots. Like people have to get him there.
No,
And that's
when Kyrie, AD was hurt, I mean, yeah, they had to put. I would put Max Christie over him too, because Clay ain't gonna do nothing but sit there.
But yeah, that's that. Like, I think Clay is super high. That's my only thing. Like, then like I have Dyson. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I have Dyson even higher than this.
You got Dyson there. You know, he's an elite defender. I feel like he's good at playmaking. He can be a lot better too. You can develop that, but he plays with Trae Young, so Trae Young is gonna handle the bulk of that. And then obviously he's a versatile on-ball defender. Would led the league in steals, right?
By far, it
Yeah,
wasn't even close.
And the
Yeah.
question.
but he just needs to develop his offensive scoring consistency and then solid two-way player.
Yeah. For me, I have at 15 I have Malik Monk. At 14 I have Jalen Green. At 13 I have Cam Thomas. At 12 I have Poole. At 11 I have Powell. Now, before you guys say anything about Poole being higher than any of these players, this conversation that we are having as a group, as friends, has now made me. I would probably change that and put Poole at no. I would put Poole at. I really would just switch Poole and Thomas. I'd rather have Poole than Jalen Green. I'd rather have Poole than Malik Monk. I think if Poole is on the 6-man role, like Malik Monk, Poole is probably just better. He's better playmaker, better scorer, 3-level scorer, and we've seen him do it at an elite level. You know, he was like, I think he was good this year. Last year he was bad. Last year Poole was bad. He fell off last year, but this year I think he came back and he was really good. Um, you know, being on a terrible team and then lead to shit. Like, I wouldn't want Poole to be my number one option at ever. But I think Poole it's probably elite bench scorer. But talk about elite bench scorers. Norman Powell. I mean, we spoke on it a little bit with Queso's time. He was really bad in the playoffs, but I'm gonna give him some plus for the regular season. He had 50, 40, 90. Uh, I don't know if he was 50, 40, 90. He might have been 50, 40, 90. He might have been 50, 40, 90, but for what I know, he was 100% 50 from the field, 40%, 41% from three, 65% at the rim. His efficiency was through the roof. Like, I mean, not for me, but there was a lot of people that gave Norman Powell, and they felt like Norman Powell should have got the All-Star role over Harden. I wouldn't say that. I definitely would not say that. But Norman Powell was the number one scorer for the Clippers throughout the regular season, so I'm gonna give him his credit for that. Jalen Green, I wish I could hoe. He's like, we spoke on him, but I'm gonna spoke him a little. If his team wasn't number 2 seed, I don't know where I would put Jalen Green. And I feel like I just taxed him higher because his team was the number 2 seed. There's just a lot of players I would take over Jalen Green. We spoke on it. Quentin Grimes, I would probably take over Jalen Green if Quentin Grimes is getting a usage of Jalen Green and stuff like that. There's a lot of players. And Cam Thomas, we spoke on it. I Yeah, I wanted to talk about it when Queso said it. People need to stop with Cam Thomas. Like, they actually need to stop. I actually hate this shit. Stop saying Cam Thomas, literally, like Casey said, every time the coach would ask him to do something, he did it.
Yeah.
What the fuck do y'all want him to do? Cam Thomas is never going to be an elite playmaker, ever. Like, that's not his, and you don't want him to be your elite playmaker. He's not going to be good defensively. He's 6'1", whatever. But when it comes to putting the ball in the basket, he literally does it at elite level. Cam Thomas, he was in the 67% percentile in potential assist a game. That's when you pass the ball, potentially they make an assist. Very self-explanatory. 67 percentile. Is that elite? No, that's above average. That's 17% above average. But people talk about Cam Thomas like he's one of the worst passers, like he don't move the ball. I think he said it himself, like, yeah, like
If they don't make it.
yeah, well, no, he's a dickhead. If we have to talk about Cam Thomas, maybe we can talk about him as a teammate, probably being a little bit better. But he said, shit, if they don't make the ball, they don't make the pass, what the fuck am I supposed to do about it? I mean, he's not lying, but could have been worded a little bit better. I just think Cam Thomas is elite efficiency type of player. I don't think Cam Thomas on a playoff team should be your number one option just because of just there's not for him being a small guard, there isn't like the playmaking chops he needs to be at. He's not there. I don't think he's a $30 million player that he wants to be. That's what he's asking. But like I get where he's coming from. If quickly he's getting 30 mil, why the fuck can I get 30 mil? I get it. I'm not mad at you, bro. I think Cam Thomas, if he ever goes to a team where he's coming off the bench, elite. Like I'm talking about a high playoff team but like I don't think, to be honest, I don't think that's his personality. Like right now, in his career, does he even want to do that? Probably
Yeah.
not. Probably not. And that's okay. He's young. He'll get to it. There'll be a time where he wants to do it. I mean, the biggest stat I can say about Cam Thomas is the Brooklyn Nets offensive infrastructure terrible. When he was on the court, there was he added +1 offensive rating to league average. That's pretty good. Like he got the league average offense. And then when he was off the court, there was 8 points worse offensively. Like he literally was their offense. He has no help, no nothing. This is a pro Cam Thomas podcast. We're not gonna hate on him like other people. Like I just can't. I'm not going to. But at 10, I have Bradley Beal. At 9, I have Alex Caruso. At 8, I have Dyson Daniels. At 7, I have Tyler Hero. And at 6, I have Austin Reeves. Before anyone comments on anything, let me first talk about Alex Caruso. That's Daniels. Why are they so high? Why are they higher than all these? First of all, like we spoke about, most of my range from 20 to 11 was the high offensive players who that are kind of inefficient. You kind of don't want them to be number ones on your team and stuff like that. Caruso and Dyson Daniels is literally like, when I talk about guard defenders, they're probably 1 and 2. Like they are probably 1 and 2. If you want to put a man and a star, I want to see them as guards. They're like wings to me. But as a guard defender, Caruso's 1 2. I think Casey said something about Caruso. Like, was his defense always like this before OKC? It was.
No.
It was. Oh,
Let me clarify that.
okay. Go ahead.
Not defensively, impactful.
Okay.
So when I think of top 10, I'm thinking, how much do you affect the game? And the Bulls, we play the Bulls 4 times a year. I watch every Bulls game. I don't know why, but I just somehow catch them. He was good. He can guard Jalen Brown and Tatum sometime, but he didn't affect the game that much for me to put him up there. And he was in a Thunder system last year, probably the best system last year outside of the Celtics.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When you my brother, I would not call you a liar because you watched the games. But I'm gonna call you a liar. I'm gonna call you a liar only off the fact, yes, he probably did impact the Chicago Bulls to help them win games and stuff like that. But I think he did when the Bulls were quote unquote good for half that season before Lonzo got hurt and Caruso went out with injury. I think like literally their team worked so well. Like they literally had Vucevic, a very bad defender, Levine, bad defender, DeMar. At the time, he was all right. Like he was passable. Lonzo and Caruso coming off that bench. Well, Caruso coming off the bench. He literally was the key. Like they literally like their defense was amazing when he was off on the court. In 2020, I'm just gonna go down the list. In 2022, when he was off the court, +8. It was -8 in defense when he came off the court. The following year when Lonzo was already hurt, -5. Wherever he goes, he literally impacts defense, and when he gets off the court, like the numbers go down. Like he's probably one of the best guard defenders. You could put him on anyone. Fuck guard defenders. We saw him guard Jokic in the playoffs. There was times where they said, Caruso, we need you to guard Jokic. He said, all right, no problem. Obviously, no one's stopping fucking Jokic, but he literally did it. But he did great. He did great things. He fronted him. He let fast breaks when he would poke balls. He knew he was literally perfect. Poke balls, pause. He was literally perfect when it came to like what they needed to do defensively. Yes, he was in the OKC system with great defenders, but am I going to tax him for being in that system with great defenders around him? No, I think he literally is the second. To me, he's probably like the second best defender on the team, or first. Second one depends on where you feel how Chet is right now as a rim blocker. I think Chet's one of the best rim blockers, but we'll save that for later.
Before you skip that, I don't want to touch too much on it. He's one of the best defenders, but I do want to say Caruso in that game versus Jokic, he has gotten the rep for this, but they let him get away with anything, I think. because he's a smaller guard. And whenever I seen him push Jokic, they didn't call nothing. He moving Jokic.
Oh no.
And he's hugging. I literally see him holding his arm like this. They're not calling nothing at all. So I think he did good. He's one of the best defenders. But
No. I mean, it's the playoffs. Honestly, they're the physicality in the playoffs. Definitely in that series where they got like super physical. And to me, I don't. He's number one. He's probably number one. The only reason why I put Dyson Daniels over him, I think Caruso is probably the best guard defender in the league, is just because Khalid Malik kind of tested to it a little bit. It's really the offensive like versatility compared to Caruso. As in like he's not. They're both 35. Last season they were both at 34-35% 3-point shooting, but you could trust Dyson more with the ball in his hand to play make a little bit. Dyson, I like when he gets to the rim. He has his little floater shot that he has. I trust Dyson a little bit more, and I think they're 1 and 2 as one of the best defenders in the league. So I had to give them credit for that. Bradley Beal, I have him in 10. I think Beal is going to have a comeback year. I think Beal's going to be much better than what he was the last 2 years. He has some very low points, but again, I think Ty Lue said it in a podcast recently. He averaged 18 points off a very good efficiency as a number 3 option on the Phoenix Suns. Like you have to give him some type of credit to that. He was a bad defender at times. There was some times where it was like it looked all right, but I think Beal could have a comeback year. And then a Reeves versus Hero debate. I don't know how y'all feel about that. I don't know where y'all rank them. I put Reeves at 6, Hero at 7. I think Hero was really good. I think Hero at the rim was like it was the best year at the rim ever, like shooting at the rim efficiency. But I would lean Reeves like playmaking, and Reeves is probably a better defender over Hero just a little bit. I think if you put Reeves in the usage that Hero got from the Miami Heat, which was they asked Hero do everything scoring wise because the Miami Heat has no offense other than Hero because Bam's offense is shaky. I think Reeves could literally produce almost the same amount of numbers and then still give you defense. Not good defense, but I mean he's a bad defender, but way better defender than Tyler Hero. And be a better playmaker. I can move forward. All right, for sure.
We'll touch on that.
We got
All right,
Malik.
so mine's I got Powell at 10. I got Green at 9. I got Harrell at 8. I got Beal at 7, and I got Reeves at 6. So I know y'all touched on Powell. We touched on Green. You touched a little bit on Harrell. So I mean, I'm gonna say, elite shooter, great playmaker, or good playmaker. He needs more defensive work. He's great with his shot creation and shooting. With the Jimmy Butler move, we got to see him be much more of a playmaker. I mean, they go to Bam a lot to playmake, which if I got Harrell, I'd rather him playmake. Bam sit in the post, but Bam has no post moves. So it's like, what can you do with Bam at the offensive level as a big?
We're gonna talk about Bam when we get to that center list. So Bam, I'm. Wait, just real quick. We don't have to get. Are you high on Bam, K-Saw?
No.
Just to play? Okay, for sure.
He,
The way you said no. We'll talk about it later. Go talk about that later. All right, for sure.
All right, and then I got Reeves at 6 because his playmaking, his versatility. I mean, who he is, he can't be very athletic. He can't be very athletic, but I mean, we can't really expect that from him. But I mean, he's a smart player. He's a good team defender, and I mean, I like Reeves. What do you have?
Are you saying Reeves is lacking something?
Yeah, melanin. But that's about it. So.
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna take him on date. All right, but my only thing is, I mean, we talked about Jalen Green a lot, but like we didn't talk about him at the level that you have him at. You have him in the top 10.
Originally, I didn't even have him on my list.
I remember.
Yeah, I had to make some edits. So I gotta do him with it because I still feel like, when he's on, and like he's a great shooter. He's a great 3-point scorer. He gets to the rim great. He has to develop a playmaking thing, but I feel like him playing with Book this upcoming season, Book is gonna like transfer to that level where he's gonna be teaching him how to make the correct way, how to read the game, how to slow it down for him, especially when it comes to like the playoffs. Because how he played in the playoffs was terrible, abysmal. Like, can't understand it. Especially having Ime as your coach. Like, from what he did with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum to extend them to that next level, that's what I was expecting from Green. But once again, like, he is a young player, but I know y'all said it already, but his potential, I had to put him in the top 10.
That great word has triggered me a little bit. I know you didn't mean it. I doubt you meant like as in he's actually a great shooter. I think he's like
Yeah, good.
at times he becomes really great. And like I mean, you said it, when he's on, he's on. Like when he's on, 35% long mid range, 35% short mid range. That's bottom.
Mid range, he probably worse than me. I ain't.
Dude. Motherfucker said worse than me. I'm not gonna lie, he takes like the attempts of like he takes 9 threes a game. He takes basically 5 mid range a game. Like he takes a lot of shots.
Yeah, he's a volume
And
shooter.
he's just not, but he's not efficient at it. Like it's just like that's what upsets me. He's not efficient at these shots. And like, yeah, when he's on, but when he's off, he doesn't do anything. Like he doesn't do anything. You can't get him to play defense. He doesn't play make. He's just not. He's just there. He's really just there. He's like $30 million worth of there. Like,
Yeah.
and I just
You gotta understand, you
hard.
drafted him at 2, and he the star of the team. Like he doesn't look for has to take those shots. So
No, of course, I'm not blaming him for taking too many shots. He has to take them shots. He's literally the main scoring option. It's just my thing is when you take that many shots and you're not efficient with those shots, I blame you? Because like that's your role. Like, but like will I put him over players like Norman Powell, who even though was terrible in the playoffs, they both were fucking terrible in the playoffs. And Norman Powell cleared him in the regular season, like as a shooter, as a scorer, as a just efficiency. And there's a couple other players. There's a lot of players that cleared him. Jalen Green wasn't even good in the regular season. Like he was good.
yeah.
No, he wasn't good. I'm gonna be honest. I need to stop sugarcoating some things. He wasn't good. He really wasn't good. And the only reason why I feel like all of us have him high is literally just because of 2 reasons: potential, and they were the number 2 seed, and he was quote unquote the main scoring guard in that number 2 seed. So like, we give him the tax. But like, if we were all being real here, no, listen, remove the potential. Like we're all just gonna say a number and we're gonna move forward. Remove the potential. No. Remove the potential and remove the where Houston plays. Where would you have Jalen Green in this list? Obviously, we would have to think of players. Just say a number off the top of your brain. I would have him at 28. Okay, so
About 24.
Malik.
I was gonna say 21, 28, 24.
He wasn't good. He was like when he's good, he's good.
Yeah. I mean, he did have a shit season. So I mean,
But that's his career though. It's his career. When he gets to March, before like Houston was good last year, when he gets to March, he was fucking amazing. This is March basketball for everyone. He's fucking amazing. When March and April hits, when they're already out the playoffs, or there was like the year before they was like trying to fight and get the regular season. That fake like I'm trying to get the regular season, it wasn't gonna get there. 30 a night. It was crazy. We all bet. We all saw the 30 a night.
I think that was
his
name for me about 5 times in a row.
Literally, I was like, "Oh, Jalen Green plays basketball today. Let me stretch. Oh, this shit
That's a free square.
That's a free square. That's a free square. 21 points per game. Oh, they look at the old stats. It's March, but nah, I can't. Okay, so go ahead. Too much on Jalen Green.
This would get a little tricky. You don't see one person up there. That's Austin Reeves. But let me say 10 is Mr. Sharp. 9 is Dyson Daniels. 8 is Bradley Beal. 7 is Zach LaVine. 6 is Desmond Bane. Why you holding your head like that? I gotta start off because you be, you know what I'm saying?
Just talk, bro. I'm gonna get to you.
So
bro.
we gonna go Shaden Sharp, right? So I don't see how it's a world where what did you rank, Rita? What did you rank Jalen Green?
14.
League got him at 9. I don't see a world where we can say we're going to continue to vote on. You don't see him in my top 10. Let's continue to vote on his what we think he can do, and not do that for a second and third year guy.
That's not fair.
Oh, let me finish.
My bad.
Shaden Sharp was hurt the previous year. Last year, let me read this again. My notes: 19-5-3, 19-5-3 on 45% shooting with only 30. He's shooting 30% from the field, from the 3-point line. I think it was, I want to say 35% catch and shoot. When we actually look at it, he's shooting 2 for 6 a night. 2 for 6 a night. That's not terrible. But it looks bad on paper. That's why I'm saying that. Every year, his points per game goes up, and he's barely reaching 30 minutes a night. When we talking about he's averaging 18 on barely 30 minutes a night with other guys in front of him like Simons, or he's not the main go-to guy there. He's coming off the bench. They don't respect him on there. If he goes to another team and he's your main guy, he's going to give you 23, 24 at night. Elite getting to the rim, elite rebounder for his position. The reason I got him so high as well is because when we talk about creating space, Rita, you could do your homework right now on a I think it's data on the app. I want you to look at his creation numbers. He's one of the best creators in the league when it comes to creating space for his own jump shot. He is a good pull up shooter. He has to work on his catch and shoot. He was a 36% shooter before last year. Again, I got to see it again before I name him a super bad shooter. Simple as that. But I see him as being one of the best shooting guards in the league in the next 4 or 5 years. Dyson Daniels speaks for itself. Terrible defense. When you're playing with the worst point guard defender probably ever, and you're able to do, my man, but you're able to do.
No one ever said that ever again. Continue though, my bad, bro.
But when you're able to be elite and lead, like I remember the Celtics that we played the Hawks. I'm like, okay, we have Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Ain't no way Joe Mazzulla can't get Jason Tatum off the ball. Somehow, Dyson Daniels strapped him up every time we played him. He was getting in between the lanes. He was doing everything he had to do. We're going to touch on him. Bradley Beal, again, I see him having a better year. It was a very bad system for him last year. I see him second, third option. I think he's going to eat this year. Zach LaVine, inconsistent. Excuse me, inconsistent. I think he is. I think was like a top 5 3-point shooter this year. But I mean, he ain't shown me nothing. He was a leader of a lot of teams. He ain't shown me nothing. So he has to show me. But 7, I think, is a good spot for him. Desmond Bane, it's kind of biased. I don't want to say the reason some of y'all got him higher than me, but he's a good defender, but he can only guard a 1 and 2 for a few reasons. That wingspan is insane. I gotta see more. He is a great playmaker. He is a elite playmaker. I'm gonna explain the reason why I have my top 5, but that's the reason I got my 6 through 10.
I'm not really mad at the Hero LaVine. I think Hero LaVine, Reeves, Bane, they're all switchable. Like, I'm not too mad. I think LaVine, definitely with LaVine. I have LaVine, I think, somewhere in my top 5. I think he's like 4 or 5, one of those. Definitely 4 or 5, obviously 4 or 5. But his level of like efficiency is like through the roof, but it never leads to anything. Like, LaVine is the leader. It never leads to anything. Like, it's actually crazy of how good of a player he is. Like, efficiency offensively, but it's just never. He pulls up the stats, he puts up everything, like the advanced numbers, all of it says Scream LaVine's a great offensive player. And then when you watch the game, he's a great offensive player. It does not lead to a fucking win. Yeah. But then again, he's played for the 2 most dysfunctional organizations in the league, with the Bulls and now the Kings.
But Well, I think they could have did something though. I think the Bulls could have did something with that team. I want to say 2 years ago.
The Lonzo year.
The Lonzo year, Alex Caruso, Ayo was coming into his own. Levine, DeRozan, Vucevic. In the East. I thought they could have did more. They didn't. That
I feel
there.
I feel like those teams were like defensively without Lonzo. What Lonzo brought was playmaking and organizing them and defense.
Mm.
Once they lost Lonzo, Kobe White came in and stuff like that. He's just not the passer, and there's no hate to Kobe White. Oh my god!
I was just about to say that. I was like, wait, what?
Oh my god! We didn't rank
Dude,
I think you did.
No.
I think you said him late. I want to say you said him late.
Oh my god, bro. Kobe, no. Kobe would be somewhere around my life. 11 to 15. I don't know. Probably. Yeah, probably.
So
No, Kobe.
Where you at for me, Kobe? I ain't gonna let them play with you again. You're probably
He's rage, man. 32. 32 is fucking crazy. He's trolling, bro. He's trolling. But no, like fuck the trolling, bro. Like Shaden Sharp, bro. Like, no, we're not doing this right now. We're not gonna do this. Like Shaden Sharp, bro. Like I like him. And yes, his creation numbers, he creates, his finishing is amazing, stuff like that. But like, bro, it's like the amount of shots he takes is literally pull-up shots and 3-point shots. He doesn't make them. And those are his shot diet, it's bad, bro. His shot diet is bad. Yes, I believe it's Shaden Sharp. His potential is through the roof. I like him. He's from Georgia. Like, I think he's from Georgia. Anyways, so I'm here for you. I fuck with you. Like, I was a Shaden Sharp believer when he came out the draft. Like, the athleticism is through the roof. He's not a good defender right now in his career. The amount his shot diet is bad. He takes a bunch of threes. He was 36% in his rookie year. After that, he's been at 32, 31. He's 30% off the catch. He's 30% from pull-up shooting, and I think pull-up shooting from great. And honestly, I personally feel like this. If you want to be a elite number 1, number 2 usage type of guard in this league, your pull-up shooting has to be there. Like all the elite guards that are like main scorers, number 1, number 2, they have pull-up shooting of some sort in the mid-range. And from 3-point, it's somewhere there. He does not have it right now in his game. Until that shot falls, I cannot put him. He is in Portland. Portland is not a good team. He did get hoed. He was coming off the bench. He shouldn't be coming off the bench. We all know this. This is his year to prove it. If you think Shaden Sharp is top 10 talent, shooting guard, I wouldn't even argue with you. I can't argue with you. But right now, to put him at 10 I feel like it's unfair to everyone else.
I think that the point you about to make is about like, well, let me say my point.
Go ahead.
Matter of fact, say what you about to say.
I just think it's unfair to like every other shooting guard that's above him that were either aka efficient or even late in March when he was going crazy. Like, I don't think the efficiency was there. Like even like during March basketball when like we roll out the ball and we just let him hoop. I mean, I could check while you're talking. I don't think the efficiency still even was there at that point. I think the only thing that was like really amazing was him getting to the rim and then him getting to the free throw line. But like until like the shot falls, I can't really put him high.
That's why I say when we talk about Jalen Green, I think you said it's unfair, but I think it's fair that we talking about a younger guy, second, third year. He was hurt most of last year. Who is also inefficient, but did in the playoffs as well. We can't not respect Shaden Sharp because when we look at on film, Shaden Sharp is, like you say, it could be a top 10 talent. I think he's one of the more elite players when it comes to getting to the rim, creating space. But like you said, I feel like it's kind of in a sense unfair to our young players that we letting these guys show us year after year after year who they are, and we continue to rank them over them. For example, Jalen Green has showed us who he is multiple times, and Shaden Sharp only has basically 2 years to show us, and he's doing better than what Jalen Green is doing. So if we're gonna go off potential that's what I did the whole time I was looking at. We go off potential for Jalen Green, let's go off potential for Shaden Sharp too. And he was better than Jalen Green last year. And
No.
no. It was in some places, it was good enough to where you like, okay, this dude is only a second, third year player, and Jalen Green been in the league for this many years. I would take Shaden Sharp over Jalen Green today.
For Houston, I wouldn't. But
For Houston, if I started my team today and you said, yo,
yeah, of course.
so I'm picking Shaden Sharp. But either way, he's only 10. I mean, he ain't 5. Y'all act like he was 5.
The only reason why I screamed it's unfair, only because one, we put like we said, we put Jalen Green up there because of the talent. The other reason why I put Jalen Green up there, because Houston was a number 2 seed. And yes, it's unfair to Sharp that he's not on a good team and stuff like that. But he doesn't help them to not be a good team. It's not like he's doing anything out there that's contributing to winning. It's not. It's like he's a good player. I believe in Sharp a lot. But like to say he's 10 over, and I can't reload the list. Well, I can on this. To say he's like over players that bring something right now to like an NBA playoff team or stuff like that, like Cam Thomas versus Shaden Sharp, like as just efficiency scoring, like I would pick Cam Thomas. Like
But if you're the argument that you're making is, like you said, inconsistent, and I think it's biased reasons. But you can't have Dyson Daniels at 8 and have the people under him that you have under him, because he's helping the Hawks, but the Hawks was also not a good team last year for a lot of reasons.
I think
But
so.
for a lot of reasons, but we could say the same thing. Like Dyson Daniels didn't do things like you saying Shaden Sharp didn't do things. And we can put players that you could put over Dyson Daniels who has proved it, who's doing it when it matters in the playoffs. But if you ain't gonna put Alex Caruso over Dyson Daniels, we can't say that about Sharp. That's it. We can't use that argument.
Bro, first of all, the Hawks was a good team. I'm tired of Hawks yes, they were a good team. They were a good team. Yeah, yes, the Hawks was a good team.
But that was in the East, right?
When before Jalen Johnson went injured, they was a good team. We was a good team before Jalen Johnson got hurt. Jalen Johnson gets hurt, the Hawks fall, of course. And of course they fall. Like, and two with the Dyson did help the Hawks.
When Ayton came back for the Blazers, they was a good team. They was on a little roll for a good portion of the year. I remember they was on a roll.
Yeah, no, they was on a roll.
So we can't use that argument.
Sharp wasn't the reason why they were on the roll. He wasn't even. No, Denny was the reason why they was on the roll.
Denny, Ayton, and Sharp doing what he did off the bench. He was like, you're Malik Monk, like you say, Malik Monk. He was in there hooping.
Sharp was averaging like 18, 19 off the bench, but Denny, Denny was
okay. Hawks was good when Jalen Johnson was there. It wasn't it? Daniels did his thing, but it was because Jalen Johnson was putting a lot of pressure on that rim. When he left, it was different. If Daniels was so important to the team, I wouldn't say they wouldn't be who they were, but they would. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, we can't. These arguments are going back to back to back.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like Dyson, literally, like we were a bottom 5 defense, like every single year, definitely with the DeJounte years. Dyson came here. I'm not saying Dyson is dead. Probably the reason why we cracked the 17 and 16 in defensive rating. Like Dyson literally guarded the best defender on the best offensive player on the other team every single time. And like you just said, he was giving Tatum fits throughout the regular season. He was giving a lot. The only people I can remember off the top of my head that was cooking Dyson last season was Cade Cunningham, and then Jalen Brunson had their games, but then we had games where Dyson locked up Brunson. So with that being said, yes, I think Dyson Daniels' impact, and because he plays more minutes than Alex Caruso.
Well, I'm not saying in that sense, because you see, I got Daniels over Sharp too.
Honestly.
For your argument, how you using it, we can't put Daniels so high. I believe he's that high too, but I'm saying for the argument, basically, like I'm saying, like Sharp, you can't say he didn't help them not do good when Daniels is up at 8, because he really supposed to be 14, and if that's you know what I'm saying. He really supposed to be lower if you basing off of the, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to go too hard. Now, we can say the Dyson Daniels versus, you know what I'm saying, for the TikTok.
But to answer your thing, Sharp was what? Sharp, he, from March on, or not even March, I can't see from what month it is, from the 58th game to the 80th game, he averaged 21 points per game, 46% from the field, 30% from 3, taking 7 threes a game. So, like, yes, he was more efficient overall. And the threes wasn't there. Like the threes has yet to be there. He's a young player. It's gonna grow. Whatever. I'm not a Shaden Sharp hater, and you're making me a Shaden Sharp hater. I'm not a Shaden Sharp hater. I'm an advocator for everyone else that is under him. For example, like Cam Thomas or like a Powell or a things like that. And then it's like you hold Powell for saying, oh, he wasn't good in the playoffs and he needs to show in the playoffs. Shit, Sharp was until March. Not until March. I
Well,
want to hold.
with
So that
different players, I have different criteria. Like I said, Powell's a little older. He had a lot more chances, a lot more opportunity.
you just say you projected.
Yeah, I projected on most of it was projection, but some of it was, I mean, you're 32 or something, and this dude is 20. You're still here. If so, I mean, that's how I got it. Sharp, I think I probably couldn't have put him maybe 12. I think he could have flirted between 13 and 10. I'm not mad at 13 or 11 or 12, but
Malik, where you at, Sharp again? Like 25, 26?
I think it was 24 around that.
I have him at 27. Now, again, if we play that same game when we play Jalen Green and stuff like that, I would have Sharp way higher. Just because I believe in Sharp's potential and talent and at the rim. I said I've been an advocate of like wait. That Trae Young comment just came back in my head. Bro, I'm gonna leave that alone for another day. But I'm an advocate for players that can get to the rim. I'm an advocate for players that can get to the free throw line, stuff like that. But I'm not an advocate, and this is why I hold Vassell. I'm not an advocate for players who are on the ball so much that they're on the ball and they can't shoot. Like they can't. I don't know when Vassell can shoot, but like Sharp can't like pull up jumpers, or that's not the role that we project him to be. Like we project Sharp to be a high usage player, correct? If high usage guard needs to, he needs to shoot, bro. He needs to shoot.
I think before the podcast started, you said we was talking about calling each other out. So I'm calling you out on the inconsistency of you can't have Jalen Green based off of projection and not have Shaden Sharp on the list. You know what I'm I explain.
I'm not Malik. Malik has him at 9. I don't got him. I have him the lowest out of everyone.
Who do we have Jalen Green at?
I have Jalen Green at 14.
And what
You have him at 11. What 27?
That's what I'm saying. The inconsistency in the argument of I don't care. Okay, it's cool 27. It's cool 14. But you can't sit here and tell me that it's all projection with Jalen Green and there's no projection with Shaden Sharp. That's what I'm saying. They're both bad shooters. One is shooting 35% in the field and one isn't. You know what I'm saying? One is maybe 23, the other one is 26. One has the opportunity to play in great systems. One hasn't yet, maybe the end of last year. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's the reason I have Sharp up here, because my whole list is going to be consistent on projection. It's going to be projection. It's going to be usage. It's going to be this, that, and the third for everybody. That's all I'm saying.
My list gets a little shaky, man. Yeah. Every single tier got a different ranking, bro. All right, we got the top 5 here. As always, everyone's top 5 will show at the same time. I have Edwards at 1, Mitchell at 2, Booker at 3, Bane at 4, Levine at 5. Malik?
I got Edwards at 1, Mitchell at 2, Book at 3, Levine at 4, Bane at 5.
I got Edwards at 1, Booker at 2, Mitchell at 3, Reeves at 4, Hero at 5.
I mean, I think we can all say the obvious thing. The top 3 is the top 3. Obviously, Casey, you have Mitchell under Booker. I feel like there's a lot of people that have that. I'm not mad at you, but do you want to have you probably have a reasoning of why, or do you want to hear our reasoning?
Either way, basically better defender, in my opinion, better passer, a better, I don't want to say scorer, but better outside of on the rim, he's a better scorer. I think when it comes down to who do I want to lead my team, Mitchell, me and you argued about this on Twitter. Mitchell ain't got that second round. It's killing me. Every day it's killing me. You argue with me about the same topic You're my number one option, and you can't get me out that second round. Something gotta shake. Booker has, it might not have been only him, but he has went to the finals. He was hurt and still was averaging 26, dropped a 30 bomb a few times. He has took me there. He has beat me a few good teams in the past with the Lakers. That second year after the championship. Mitchell, you gotta get the second round for me, bro. That's it. I love you. I love your game. You're a really good regular season person. Your numbers is crazy in the playoffs too, but it's not translating to wins. You lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's what it is for me. Booker has shown me what I need to see from him. Efficiency and everything. And also, my fault. We gotta remember, Booker played with Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal, and not the best offensive system, not the best spacing, basically little to no center. You give Devin Booker, when he was the number one option, he was averaging 28 a night. When he was the number one option, he was giving you 60 and 70, just like Mitchell was. Bro, give him a good spacing team with a real center like Jared Allen. He's gonna go back to averaging 28 and probably 5. This
He
year,
has it now. He has it now.
this year he's gonna go back to doing that. Simple as that.
Malik, do you have an argument?
I don't, honestly. Like, I thought about it with the playoffs thing because I'm just like, with Book playing with KD and Bill, then playing with well, obviously outside of that finals run with Chris Paul and Aiden, I'm just like, I needed to see more from Book in the playoffs. But I mean, Mitch, he really hasn't made it out of the second round. And what's that? Back-to-back years, gentleman swept in Cleveland, which the East is supposed to be a lot easier than the West. So
That's
I mean,
it's
these
top.
are
He played a top, not this year. He played a top heavy team the year before. Your team.
Yeah, but I mean, he's gonna get his numbers, but we can't sit there and like put that all on him because he's still playing with Garland. No diss to Garland, but he doesn't show up in the playoffs. Like, I think he's gonna.
We can't do that because as Celtics fans, as soon as Jason Tatum is off, it's on all Jason Tatum. It ain't Jaylen Brown ain't got no left hand. Jaylen Brown averaging 20 points. It ain't Porzingis was sick. It ain't none. It's Jason Tatum. No, Mitchell, that's on you, buddy. You're the number one option. You're the leader. I need more from you. I don't care if it's offensively, defensively, in the locker room. You know who you dating, brother? Nah, we need more from you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
40.
My fault. I'm getting booed.
No, you're good. No, you're good. No, you're good. Shout out to Cook.
40 though, like.
But I'm gonna be honest, like, I mean, I'm not mad at the Mitchell Booker thing. Like, that's why
Yeah, no.
I was like, honestly, you make great points. First of all, the people say it's on Tatum shit. Like, that's, if you ever, I mean, you probably heard me say that before. Obviously, I'm trolling, bro. But for the Twitter, I feel like we ignore the Twitter plebs here. Like this, like, I'm not gonna be one of them people that be like, oh, it's on you. Like you didn't carry them. You didn't carry them. Like you should have done better. Like I look at the whole reality of the shit. Like Malik said it. Like I'm a Garland guy. I fuck with Garland. Hurt every single playoff. The last 3 playoffs hurt, and then Allen was hurt. Last playoff.
No,
Last year.
Mobley was too.
Mobley got hurt. Mobley was hurt this playoff. Mobley missed like the first 2 games. And then, like, obviously, Mobley and Garland, when they both came back this playoffs, they weren't good because they didn't look good and they looked injured the whole time. You know, Mobley still had and then Mobley was good. No, Mobley was good last playoff because I remember he had a really good game against the Celtics and stuff like that. But I digress. I mean, I kind of just gave Donovan the edge only because of what Malik kind of said. His numbers are crazy, bro. His numbers are.
I'm not tripping. Donovan Mitchell got drafted to the Cavs, right?
No?
Nah, to Utah.
So Utah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so he played for a team before them, right?
We
actually got the second round, right? It ain't just because they just calling an injury.
I was really talking about that. Like I said, his numbers were fucking crazy, bro.
Jack Fletcher's numbers is crazy. Let's put him number 1.
And a lot of people, the first thing people always do is blame Gobert for them playoff runs and stuff like that. I'm not gonna blame Gobert because I kind of like watching games, and like Gobert is easy to hate on because like he can't catch the ball sometimes, and his offensive game is literally the same shit every single year, so everyone hates on Gobert. But I don't think Gobert was the reason why they were so bad in the playoffs. I think it was literally they had no wing defenders. I remember Utah teams like Like Royce O'Neal was probably their best wing defender, which
Word.
it's not cutting it. It's not cutting it. And they were playing teams like Kawhi. They were playing teams.
Denver.
They played the Nuggets one year and stuff like that, where Jamal was like dropping 50, and they had no answer defensively to do anything. I mean, again, like Kesa said, every time Mitchell loses, there's kind of an excuse. Like I kind of like we could say defensive problems of his wings, or we could say that. But like every time Mitchell plays in the playoffs, I also can't say Mitchell is the problem. You know, like yes, they don't win, and yes, he doesn't carry them, and yes, he hasn't been past the second round. His numbers are, except for 1 year when he played bad, I think I forgot what year, but his numbers are crazy. I mean, even this year against the Pacers, I can't even look at it and be like, "Damn, Donovan, I wish that you did more." He averaged fucking 40. What do I want him to do? Like, these are the playoffs too. Like the defense is supposed to get harder. His regular season, the playoff numbers only go up. He's a riser too. It's just unfortunately
We can't.
something that for the Cleveland Cavaliers, something bad has happened every year.
I gotta
For the
hold
Utah
everybody.
years,
I gotta hold everybody to the Donovan Mitchell. We can't do that for him and not every other star. So that's the reason we have to keep that same energy that, oh, it's unfortunate. No, Jason Tatum wasn't good in the playoffs in this point. He couldn't finish around the rim, didn't have a left hand. He didn't shoot well. No, he's done. I understand his numbers look really good, but if you don't play defense, you're not going to win a championship, Donovan Mitchell. I don't know if you're going to see this ever. If you don't play defense, you're not going to win a championship, buddy.
he tried. Stop. He tried. He's just
I too.
he's small.
I'm trying to be a millionaire.
Small.
We both try.
He's small, bro. What the fuck do you want him to do?
I mean, Payton Pritchard's small. He played better defense than him.
Stop. You just said that was system. You put Payton Pritchard on a regular fucking team.
No. I'm talking about. This better defense than him. And not overall. 94. He picks up 94 feet. He tries. He gets under you.
You're not actually Donovan Mitchell to pick up. You're not serious. You're not actually Donovan Mitchell to pick up 94 feet.
I'm talking about the
effort.
The effort. Yeah, that's it.
It's but he's giving you 40. It's hard though. Like it's. I feel like NBA players. There's not a lot of NBA teams other than LeBron, Ramon James. There's not a lot of fucking number ones that are wings or guards that we're asking them to go put up 40 because their team's offense isn't really doing shit and be their best defender. It's hard. It's dead hard, bro.
And that's my point. When we talk about it, Devin Booker versus Mitchell, he doesn't put up to 40. He might be the best defender, but I see him try. I see him play against the best offensive player and still give you 30. I seen these days. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why I got it. You're the number one option, bro. There's no excuses. Everything is going to be hard. But it's back and forth, though. I can't be mad if you saying Mitchell.
We skipped over 4 or 5. Why you said something about Bane? But you said you were going to talk about it.
So I got a whole list on Austin Reeves, but I'll let y'all talk about it because I've been talking for a minute for about all top 5.
I mean, Bane, Levine, like I said, the 4 through 7 to me was interchangeable. The reason why I have Bane over, I just like Bane's playmaking chops. I don't think, like you said, he can only defend the 1 and 2. I don't think he can ever like stretch out and defend your 3 or 4. Like he's never gonna do that. You're never gonna act. Hopefully, you don't ask Bane to do that. But I think definitely in this year, upcoming year, he's gonna be good. He's gonna still be a great 3-point shooter. That what he is. He's gonna have great playmaking chops. I think Bane's just an overall like good player, like a great player. He doesn't really have like, other than him like not being able to guard your longer wings, and there's a lot of shooting guards in this list that you're not asking them to play fucking defense anyway, so I don't really care. Like he does everything at a good to great level. So like, and then his 3-point shooting is elite. So, yeah, that's why I have Bane there. I think, the Bane versus Levine thing, like, Malik, why do you have Levine over Bane?
I got Levine. He's a high-level shot creator. His athleticism that's what I prioritize over Bane's. Bane, he's an improving playmaker. His 3-point shooting is greater. And I just feel like with Bane, like he's a strong on-ball defender, but he just needs to like continue to develop it. Obviously Levine's been in the league longer, so with Bane playing with the Magic, I feel like that's going to open up a lot more for him because he wouldn't have to guard any of like the bigger wings or anything like that because you got Franz and Banchero right there beside you. And then all he'd have to focus on is his 3-point, and you really doesn't have to worry about the playmaking part.
He doesn't have to do.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do much. It's a good score.
I mean, I still think he needs to like. He'd probably like as the guard, he probably has to initiate offense. Probably. I mean, you're still gonna have Franz and Paulo like bring the ball up the court and stuff like that, but he's probably still third in command. And like in some lineups, you probably still want him to have the ball over some people. But yeah, I'm not too like argumentative about these Bane, Levine, Reeves, Hero. Like if someone else came, like you have Reeves and Hero over them. I'm not. Like I switched it around so many times. I'm not even like mad. And the only thing I think, I mean, probably if I had to rank the 4, Levine is probably the worst defender, which is the craziest thing because he has the athleticism and size, and I just never get why Levine is like so bad at defense. But I think Levine's efficiency on scoring. That's why I have him at 5 over at those two. But go ahead, Queso.
Got something to say about Austin Reeves. The disrespect that we give him Austin Reeves. It's kind of insane, dude. Do anybody know what he averaged without LeBron last year? As, let's say, the number one,
27.
28, 6 rebounds, 8 assists on 50, 40, 90 splits. I think I want to say about 10 games last year. He passes better than any of those 3 guys that y'all have. He is on, I want to say, a better rebounder than Bane, but on the level of Bane is rebounding. What else we got here? He's floor spacing wise, he's a high volume. He shoots 8 threes a game on 38% shooting. He's a floor spacer that you need. For the season, he's averaging 25 and 5 with Luka Doncic and LeBron James. I don't think people understand how crazy that is to average even 5 assists, but 25 and 5 on that elite shooting is kind of insane with those guys because of the usage. The usage those
Well, he averaged that with them on the court?
with them on the court,
I haven't looked this up, so like
25 and 6.
what
25 and 6.
crazy.
So I mean, without them, he's averaging 30. He's averaging a triple double without them on 54-90 splits. I can't not put him in the top 5 when he's doing with better than Tyler Hero in a reduced role. You get what I'm saying? Even when he's a number 1 target on defense or offensively for the coach, when they game plan versus him, he's still giving you a triple double every night. I remember he dropped like 45, 10 and 10 against the Pacers last year. Obviously not a great defensive team, but I mean, come on, we got to respect him at some point. And then the difference between him and Hero is defensively is night and day for me. Osprey isn't a terrific defender, but he actually tries. That's what I need from you. I want you to go out there and get under people, put your hand on them, do a couple hand checks, contest shots. He's a way better shot contester than Tyler Hero and even Zach LaVine. And also, I don't want to talk about his whistle, but his whistle is like he's a superstar. He gets that line as he wants to.
He knows how to do it.
He knows how to do it. So I like Austin Reeves. He got the swag. He shows up in the playoffs when he needs to. Well, I think a few series he hasn't, but
No, he was bad. He was bad this play.
I
But
think last year he was good against the Nuggets.
no, he was good. He's been good every playoffs except for last year. Which I mean, he played a Minnesota defense, and the Lakers had no bigs, so
Oh yeah,
it was the pick and roll game's kind of dead for him, which he kind of likes it a lot. So I don't know. This was the list, and we're back. On this portion, we're gonna do the on your spot, where we just talk about whatever you want to talk about. I will go first. I wanted to talk about. I thought about it. I had a couple ideas. Me and Malik was talking about earlier off the pod. I just had a couple of ideas of what I wanted to speak about, and it hit me literally today or last night when I was constructing about our ranking video that we're gonna do after this segment. I hate the Sacramento Kings. Like, I feel like a lot of people talk about the Chicago Bulls. I don't know if it's because I'm East Coast. I hear more flame about the Chicago Bulls. But the Sacramento Kings, they have ruined, like, a lot of good things or just a lot of great things going on. I'm not gonna go too in depth about, like, the DeMarcus Cousins times and stuff like that, how they just could not find a great great roster around him. But more just recently, like 2 years ago, we was talking about the Sacramento Kings, not as no one thought they was like a great or elite team in the West or anything like that. But like we was excited. Like when the Kings played the Warriors, I was excited. Like I was personally excited. It was Fox. Like the game went to game 7. We left that series saying, "Oh damn, the Kings lost." But like next couple years, like they're creating something. Keegan Murray goes from 40% his rookie year to 34, 35 the last 2 years. He's looked at as now as like an on-ball defender, which is like it's
He kills
shaky.
me, right?
It's shaky. He's killed me. The Kings have literally had mismanagement in their financial structure. They couldn't not get the De'Aaron Fox deal right. Fox asked for a max. He was willing to stay there, but they didn't give him a max, which I don't think Fox is a max player anyways. I wouldn't give him the max either. I'm not mad at them for not giving the max. But what I'm mad at them is instead of holding out on De'Aaron Fox as a player and trying to get the best value from him, you got him from Zach LaVine. And then you created the Chicago Bulls, another team that is very bad.
That's
And
probably one of the most underrated, stupidest moments, excuse my language, I ever seen in my life. You take a team that was terrible, not even terrible, that didn't do nothing, and you move them to another team. What are we doing here?
that we've
Both
already
big
seen.
same guys.
And we've already seen this team structure not work. And not only that, it only gets worse. It only gets worse because now we are getting to a point of the offseason where Russell Westbrook is not signed yet. He is currently on a boat playing basketball, which is fucking beautiful. It looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Russell Westbrook. I love Russell. They are talking about trading Malik Monk, who we just talked about on the shooting guard list, to make room for Russell Westbrook. Now, we all have our takes about Malik Monk and where he fits and stuff like that. We've all spoke about it and stuff like that. Where I feel about Malik Monk in 2025 is way better where I feel about Russell Westbrook. Why? Because Russell Westbrook's harder to fit in a system. And Russell Westbrook likes to get to the rim. And your center that people love, and I don't love I like Sabonis as a player, but not really at the same time because I would never want Sabonis on my basketball team. Because Sabonis forces you to play a type of way. And it's a really good way because he puts up amazing numbers and stuff like that. But does it contribute to winning? Probably not. Now you have another center that doesn't play defense, that can't really block shots at the rim. You have DeMar, who's older. You have Zach LaVine doesn't play any defense. You brought Dennis Schroeder in to be your point guard, but like you're not asking Dennis Schroeder to play 30 minutes for any team that wants to go somewhere. They have a roster that wants to go somewhere, and they're obviously not taking for the lottery, and they're bad. And they want to bring in Jonathan Kuminga that the only thing he can do is get to the rim too, and Sabonis only takes shots to the rim. I fucking hate the Kings. I really do hate them. I don't know what's wrong with them. If you live in Sacramento, I advise you to get out. Actually, just get out in general. I'm not gonna hate on Sacramento. I've never lived there, but it just doesn't seem like the greatest place to live. And not only that, their team's ass. I don't know what you really root for. I don't know what the happiness is. Their future is probably one of the worst futures. Like they're clogged up with money. So bonus extensions coming soon. I think, or they've already given this money. That I should have looked up. But with that being said, is they're kind of screwed. Like they're kind of screwed. They don't have any good young players that you're like smiling about other than. I mean, Nick Clifford looked good at Summer League. He averaged like 2018, but like they're probably gonna fuck that up. They're probably gonna fuck that up as well. Keon Ellis, he literally got no run for them when he was like a shining light defensively for them. Max Christie, not Max Christie, Doug Christie, my bad. The coach for them,
Yeah.
he looked really good when they first fought. First of all, they did Mike Brown terrible. Mike Brown literally, his team isn't good. He literally got them coach of the year a couple years back. I hate I really do hate because Mike Brown is a good coach. He's not a bad coach. Mike Brown is a good coach. Now, is Mike Brown as an NBA champion type coach? Probably not. But how many teams has NBA champion type coaches? So like you start more than one. But with that being said, I just don't know why the King. Nothing makes sense. And like, end my rant. If you're a fan, just get out, bro. Just get out. Fuck the Kings. I can honestly say I don't really give a fuck about them. Fuck them. Really fuck them. Fuck their eco structure of players they're making. And yeah. You have anything? Yeah, I think my rant was good enough. I don't got nothing. Really
Yeah.
fuck them. It's really fuck them. Malik, you got anything for on the spot?
Okay, so you got anything first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let Kesha go first.
Let's see here. Okay. It's like a little trivia. I need no hands on the computer, right? I just need y'all to answer me this. Y'all gotta do that, but I'm gonna trust y'all. I'm gonna read off these accolades. It's a random player. Let me know if he should be in a GOAT conversation and why.
So are we gonna hear the player name or just gonna hear the
Yeah, so I'm going to. It's basically for the world. I want to ask the world why y'all not mention him there.
Oh, okay.
So, let's do 4 NBA championships, 2 MVPs, 2 NBA MVPs, one. No, hold on. I'm not gonna say that. 2 NBA scoring champions, excuse me. NBA Clutch Player of the Year, gold medal, 2 FIBA gold medals. He averaged 25, 6 and 4 for his career, 50, 40, 90 for his career. In his prime, he averaged 32, 6 and 6. If you want me to say something else again, I can. Should he be in a GOAT conversation? You want to hear his prime? You want to hear his average numbers? How many rings? Scoring champs? Anything?
At first I thought this was Kobe, but then you said 40 from 30, and I was just like, I don't think it's Kobe. But
You need to hear anything else? Let me know. You were leaked. Let me know.
is he in the GOAT conversation? The GOAT conversation. That's such a touch.
So why is he not though?
Why?
Well, should he not? Should he be in a GOAT conversation? And then you can kind of
Wait,
touch on why not, but it's hard.
Can you name how many championships? And I mean, I don't really care about championships that much, but can you name how many championships he had? Like his accolades? Four
accolades
championships.
for the championships.
Accolades, real quick.
Any
4 NBA
MVP?
championships, 2 MVPs,
Finals.
Finals MVP, yeah. 11 NBA All-Star selections, and 2 NBA scoring champ, 2-time NBA scoring champ, Clutch Player of the Year, 2 FIBA gold medals, a gold medal overall.
I mean, it sounds like he could be a top 10 player, top 5 player. GOAT. I mean, unless like you're like 3 names, I don't really like entertain it.
Well,
But,
we could even say top 3 players ever, top 5.
sure, yeah.
You should.
Why say
Top 5, yeah.
Okay, so real quick, I do want to do this. So name both y'all top, let's say 3 or 5. We ain't got to argue. I just want to hear it.
okay? Look, and no, I don't really have a typical order, but LeBron, MJ, it's just so like I fucking hate the GOAT list, bro. Definitely because I don't really care about some of the older players, bro. Malik, go ahead real quick. He put me on the spot. I hate when people put me on the spot.
What's the segment called? On the spot.
Oh,
He said, wait, what was the second name?
No, I'm just saying because he said,
he said, give me your top 5 real quick. He said, just give me your top
hold on,
5.
yeah.
All time.
Oh, five get hard, but all right. So one, I'm putting mine in order. I don't care what nobody's say that.
It's about to say the argument for another time.
I'm gonna say 1 is Braun, 2 is MJ, 3 is Kareem, 4. I really like. I'm gonna have to go Magic because I value all around players as well.
Mhm.
So, and then 5 is really tough because I want to put Bird so bad in there.
Mm.
And there's Shaq, there's Tim Duncan, there's Kobe. I'd even put Steph in there just because of who he is and what he's done to the game. 5. If I had to throw a name out there right now, I'd say Tim Duncan.
Just give me, and this is like the 5 and 4 kind of change for me. Give me LeBron, MJ. This is an order now. Kareem, 4. Give me. For time, just give me MJ right now, and 5, give me Shaq.
Okay. Should that player I named be in the top 5 GOAT debate? If so, why is he not? You want me to say his name or y'all want to think about it?
Let me hear his name.
I
Steph
feel like
Curry.
the name is Steph. Ooh, see,
Why isn't he in y'all top 5?
You know what's crazy is like that's why I say it's interchangeable because like I swear like 2 months ago you asked me who the greatest point guard of all time is, I would have told you Steph, but it's really interchangeable to me. Steph definitely could be in top 5. Like
I just wanted to hear y'all POV to see what y'all said.
it's hard though when you just give out the numbers. Like when you give out just numbers, it's like damn, you kind of want to put this like this player sounds perfect. Like this sounds like video game.
I'm gonna do that with Tatum one time.
Ooh, I like when people do like the player A, player B, and they don't tell you those players, and then you're just like you just see the stats. You're like, no, player A is better, and you're like, oh yeah, it's like Tatum and T.J. Warren in the bubble, and you're like,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh yeah, that player fit.
So why both y'all think Curry is not in people's top 5? Let's not even say y'all. Why don't people put him in the GOAT debate?
I'll tell you why. I think people don't put him in the top 5 because of nostalgia reason. I've always said that. I think people it's either it's nostalgia and attachment to players or attachment to what they know of the past. Definitely because you have a bunch of older players in the NBA, like Charles Barkley, Shaq, and all of them that come on TV. And shout out to them, but they come on TV and say like, "Oh, back in my time, they couldn't do this or they couldn't do that and they couldn't do that," and that's what people listen to those people and then gravitate to what they're saying. So people definitely with some of the older players, they hold some of the older players to a higher pedestal and stuff like that, and kind of ignore what the newer players are doing. Like Curry is the best 3-point shooter of all time in a generation. And you change the generation to now we shoot threes. Like that wasn't a game back in the 80s and 90s. MJ wasn't pulling up and shooting threes. Now, like I also hate when people say, "Oh well, I'm not gonna hate on MJ and stuff like that," because if MJ grew up in this generation, and mine to say MJ couldn't shoot threes, MJ would definitely put that into his game and shoot threes. So yeah, I just think it's just nostalgia and people like, excuse my language, dick riding the the old
The 80s.
the old 80s and 90s, and that's what everyone grew up from, and that's what you're supposed to believe and shit like that.
What you think, Late?
I feel like Steph, he definitely deserves to be in that because when we think about the GOATs, we think about how influential they are. We think about MJ, how he got the 6 championships, never lost in the finals. Influential, he influenced a whole generation of players, including LeBron. When you think of LeBron, his influence, he's an all-around player. Like, he does everything. Obviously, his best defensive years is obviously behind him because he 65 in the NBA.
But he's still doing good things, so great.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like Steph, he deserves to be in that just because of his influence as well. And he got the championships to back it up. He got the MVPs to back it up. Like, he changed the game from being just, let's find the best shot at the rim and then
Right.
at the 3, then let it fly. Hopefully we make it, but let's not try to take too many of them too. Teams are shooting 53s a game.
And it started with Steph and the Warriors.
53s a game. So I feel like Steph, he definitely deserves to be in that consideration, at least for top 5, at least.
Yeah, okay. So next time I hear y'all top 5, he should be in there. But that's all I had. That's all I had. That's all I had, though. That's all I had.
Oh man, yeah, okay.
All right. My on the spot is going to be, should the NBA prioritize quality? And when I say that, I mean by, should they have fewer games or should it stay at 82? Because having fewer games, let's say 66 to 72, is less wear and tear on the players, so fewer injuries. You can see more stars play longer. Like, we might see more people start playing 18 to 20 years, and then I could really make my case to LeBron being the greatest player of all time. And then it also helps with load management. The quality of games is be less fatigued, so then more stars are more willing to play in these high marquee games and everything like that. Fewer games is gonna level the playing field. So when it comes to seeding, it'll be a lot more focused in the beginning and the middle of the season instead of trying to make that late season push.
Yeah. Still.
Yeah, and also like more exciting. And then international, like they don't play 82 games, but people still sit there and watch it. People still like it's still a global thing. It's still something that's like entertaining. It's still good product coming out of that.
Yeah.
And then with the business side of it, you get to protect the stars as well. So and then protecting the stars is more matchups for them, more fan interest. It's more sustainable. The only downfall for that is the revenues for the games. So them titties gonna be like $500 for
That's a fact.
sitting in the sky.
That's a really good question that I think goes around today. Me personally, I think I kind of like it for the fact that as a basketball fan, I kind of it goes back and forth because I love seeing 82 games. I love being every day to be able to watch 10 games, and I know if it's 66, some games it'll be 4, it'll be 3, it'll be bad teams. But on the side of we get to maybe watch Kawhi Leonard play full seasons more, or players stop getting hurt. Like you said, the quality of just the playoffs. We gotta think Jason Tatum went to my fault for saying Jason Tatum but I'm a Celtics fan. The Celtics in general went to the finals in June, then they played overseas, and then they came and played a month or two later, they had to go to training camp. Bro, what we don't understand is that's probably why his Achilles got hurt. That's probably why Drew Holiday got hurt. KP had multiple injuries, but that's probably why he was kind of hurt. Bro, we're out here playing the whole entire year of nonstop 48-minute basketball. I feel like it has to be a gap of maybe, like you said, 66 games. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I mean, if it was up to me, I would probably put it at 60 games. I think the only reason why, I mean, Malik said it, is it's not even on a fan thing about I mean, it's on a fan thing because they're gonna increase the prices of tickets because they need to make their money back of the games they missed, and that's why it's almost never going to happen, sadly, just because the players are you're asking the player to take a pay cut, and it's 82 games for a reason. It's 82 games and they make so much money because it's 82 games. Like TV revenue pays out for 82 games, and I'm pretty sure like like all the injuries happened and the players are super competitive and want to see that most high tier basketball. Players like $300 million contracts as well. And it's unfortunate because I'm not making a $300 million contract. I could give a fuck about them making 300. I mean, go get their bag. I care about them making 300. Definitely they uh put their craft into something they love so much, like they should get rewarded for it. But sadly, I wish it could happen. I think it's better for the game if it happens. Literally, Malik and Queso said it perfectly. Like all the points just literally just could be better other than for the players themselves and the teams themselves. The teams make a lot of money as well. And all the compensation to that is now we have to raise the ticket prices. And now fans are now upset because tickets are now $500 for me as a Hawks fan to go watch the Hawks versus Hornets. And I'm not paying $500 if I want some of those ankles will break. So
It ain't gonna be an
no, I fuck with that though. I really do wish the NBA could like lower. Like we seen it. Like I think that's why the bubble was so good. I mean, I know we all have our different critiques about like them run and stuff like that, but I think everyone came into the bubble kind of healthy because there was such a long break. Now, obviously, there's never going to be that long of a break of an NBA season, stuff like that. But even like you could take back when there's a lockout and then the players playing later, like the play is always amazing because like there's just less games. There's really less games.
It's fun,
Like,
but it's like fan. I hate not watching basketball for already.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, like now we have like the back to backs. Like we have Adam Silver. You're a hoe for this. I don't give a fuck about. Oh, we give a fuck.
Yeah. I got a middle ground thing with that as well. So I'm saying like what they could try to find to do is for the in-season tournament games, like replacing those with actual games instead of saying like, oh, we're gonna extend it more and just giving you these more games. Like let's just count these against your regular season. Obviously,
I think they
They do count.
except the last
Yeah, they count.
game. The championship don't count.
Oh,
I think.
Oh shit. Look at that.
expand your rosters and increase the rest days instead of cutting games, which obviously is going to be more money as well. So, I mean, if they're going to play these 82 games, then we might have a 20 deep roster and then take out more of the back-to-backs. I know they're still working on that, but we'll need that many back-to-backs.
I think that'd be fire if they kind of prolong the year and take out back-to-backs, but the year be longer, if that makes sense.
I would
I think that'd be fire for both sides so the players can rest, but we also have games every day for longer. That could be fire.
I mean, yeah, just make the home stretches like when they're at home a little bit. I mean, it's kind of hard because then you're making the road team kind of longer. I don't know like how they would do it, because then players would be like, "I'm away from my family for too long," and yada yada yada. But the only thing I was gonna say, my last thing is, Al Silver, you're a hoe because you fucking made the Sixers have the most back-to-backs in the NBA, and knowing that Joel Embiid and Paul George, I don't give a fuck.
Why you
But Joel Embiid,
Why are you looking right at the camera to Adam Silver? He never come on a pod now.
I know he's hey, bro. Hey, but like, hey, bro, like having Adam Silver on the pod would be nice, but I'd rather have Joel Embiid on the. Yo, Joel Embiid, bro. Like you didn't deserve that, bro. You didn't deserve that, bro. They really have. They have been playing the most back to backs, bro. Like Paul George is gonna be podcasting and missing them back to backs, and Embiid is just gonna be. Yeah, that's really one of my favorite plays, man. I'm sorry. All right. Last thing on the podcast that we're gonna talk about today, boys, we are going to rank from losers to contenders. I changed up the tier from what I showed the boys in the group chat just a little bit, very little, not anything crazy. I'm sorry that I'm putting this on you guys in a moment, but we are going to rank the tiers. I know you guys might have to go full screen, or do I need to zoom in for you guys to see it?
Full screen.
Yeah, I'm in full
I don't know if y'all can see it, but I know the pod they'll be able to see it pretty clearly. We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiers. NBA Finals contenders to win, almost at the top. The playoff squads, the playing caliber teams, they're confused at life, building towards something, and losing for fun. I added the building towards something because I feel like there's a lot of teams that aren't confused and they're not playing teams, but we have to respect them a little bit because they're not going out there and just trying to lose for the top 3 picks in this draft of Darren Pearson, Cameron Boozer, and AJ DeBonsa, if I'm saying his last name correctly. So I feel like we can just go one in order for this, like just from the top of the list to the bottom list, or we can go from we could call the team out and we can go. But I think it's easier if we just go from left to right or left. No, I was saying just left to right because if we go like try to pick out teams and stuff like that, we're gonna be here for the way how we're gonna do this, boys, is because there is 3 of us. And there's 30 teams. We don't want to be here for another 2 hours. I love the pod with you guys. I really do. But for time consumption, we are going to go best out of 3. If you feel super strong about something, you can convince the other person to join your side or convince whoever to join your side. But we're going to do majority wins because that's just how life works.
Mm-hmm.
First team up, Philadelphia 76ers. Playoff squad locked in. Okay,
yeah.
I'm cool with playoff squad. The only thing I mean, like confused at life. Like I wanted to put them, but like just because they're injury concerns. But I think the Sixers are playoffs. There's a lot of teams that are like underrating the Sixers just because they're scared of the injuries. I think that the roster is pretty good. Like,
So, all right, real quick. Should we rate them just assuming everybody's healthy? Obviously, we won't say like the Blazers with Dame or Pacers with Halliburton or Celtics with Tatum, but like let's just assume everybody who don't have like a major injury like that coming back next season is completely healthy. So we'll rank them with that.
I think that's fair. All except for like the obvious. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like if you're already hurt coming into the season, we have to tax you a little bit. Like Embiid, Paul George is already hurt going into. Well, we don't know. There's been no injury status on Embiid, so we don't know. But we're all assuming Embiid will be slowed down. He's going to be on the Kawhi type schedule. And then Paul George already got hurt. I don't know what the fuck he got hurt for. He got hurt. So, yeah, I think if a player is already hurt going into the season, we'll do that. The Milwaukee Bucks.
Confused.
Yeah, like they're probably, as a team, I would probably put them in the play-in, but they're probably confused.
I say I'm not playing because of East. I say confused because they probably had some of the best offers in the world for Giannis. They lost Dame. Or didn't they trade Dame?
They traded Dame.
They traded Dame. So it's like they don't know if they want to compete with Giannis or they want to, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to compete with the team you have. So you're confusing. Like either trade and rebuild or build a team up. They got Miles Turner for too much money. That's cool and all, but it's like you're not winning with Miles Turner as your second option. So KBJ is cool. We see what he did in Rockets. They confused, bro.
I'm probably gonna go confused as well. I kind of want to put them in play-in because in reality, they are a play-in team. They're going to be a play-in team. They're not gonna not miss the playoffs. They have Giannis, but I'm on the same boat. I think they know what they want to do. That's the only thing I will argue with you. I think they know what they want to do. They want to keep Giannis, but is that the smartest thing to do when like your future is kind of fucked? They have they have they don't even have their draft picks. They don't have their draft picks. They don't have flexibility now because they cut that. They still have to pay Dame, even with Dame being in Portland right now. They still have to pay Dame $20 million a year. You gave Turner money. Now like the salary's fucked. They got Kyle Kuzma.
You employed Kyle Kuzma. You confused at that.
Yeah, you're confused. Malik, did you have somewhere you was gonna put them?
I agree with confused.
The Chicago Bulls. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I just don't see Miles Turner and Kuzma just being there to help Giannis compete for a championship.
Yeah,
That's fair.
The poster boy confused at life. Do we even need to speak at this? Like they're not building towards nothing. They're not trying to lose. They're the poster boy. They're dead the poster boy. The Cleveland Cavaliers. At the top?
I'll put them almost at the top.
Almost at the top. Could have got Donovan Mitchell.
I would agree almost at the top. They're not they're contenders as in like the East. Like they're contenders. Almost at the top is they can make the NBA Finals. Can they win the NBA Finals? I don't think the Cleveland Cavaliers can win the NBA Finals, but they can definitely make it in the East. The Boston Celtics.
Confused at life.
I would say confused at life only because of the injury. And I mean, we lost Al. We had to trade away Porzingis and Drew. So it's like we had to shed those contracts. I mean, yeah, we're still going to compete, but it's just
Confusion.
What's the expectation?
Yeah, they don't know if they want to compete or I'm saying like I would say I don't want to get rid of nobody. I like my team, but if we're going to get rid of everybody, bro, get rid of everybody. Don't have dude and got Luka Garza at my center and what you want Jalen Brown to do with that? He gonna waste a year of his career. You might as well trade him to compete. That's what I think. They could have traded JB, got whether Cooper Flag or a number 1 pick next year or a top 3 pick, and could have built on that.
Oh,
that would be it. Because JB probably gonna want to leave after he noticed what he can do by himself, regardless.
yeah. I think it's really. I'm cool confused at life. I was gonna say playing only just because like they're going to be a playing team next year, but they are confused. I think they're more confused about like their future. Like, is Tatum gonna come back and be still Jason Tatum? Achilles is like the worst injuries the NBA player can ever get. Then after even when Tatum comes back, I mean they have flexibility. Like their cap space. Brad Stevens did an amazing job with their cap space. So they're gonna have cap space next year, but it's like who are you gonna get? So they're still confused. Like they don't know what's gonna happen after next year. They know how this year's gonna be. They want to be decent. maybe tank at the end to get a lottery pick. But the Los Angeles Clippers, I'm cool with playoff squad
Yeah,
Yeah, playoffs.
for sure. Probably top of playoff squad, but they're a playoff squad. The Memphis Grizzlies
Playing
playoff squad.
playing. I'm cool with playing.
Playing.
Yeah, the West is crazy.
The Hornets building towards something.
Yeah, our first. Losing is fun.
No.
They building.
They're building. I fuck with them. I fuck with the. This is like the first. I think we said it. This is like the first draft I've seen of the Charlotte Hornets in years that I can say, oh, I mean, they did something. Like they got players that made sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm cool with them. Like
I think
they probably want to lose though. They probably actually I don't know because hypothetically speaking, LaMelo is healthy. I know that's hard for everyone to believe. LaMelo is healthy. Brandon Miller is healthy, and they start decently winning games. Do you think the Hornets GMs are gonna say, "Let's tank, let's sit them out"? I don't think they're gonna sit them out. I think they're gonna play.
I think they try to build towards something for sure.
Yeah. The Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, I know.
Losing for fun. Trey Young on that, not playing.
Playoff spot for sure, right?
I honestly really
I
say,
can play in caliber, honestly.
oh,
No, we don't got to start an argument there. We don't got to start an argument.
We still banking on Porzingis' health.
you got me there, almost at the top. You got me there.
Wait, what?
At the top. Yeah, he said we banking on Porzingis' health, which he ain't really been healthy for the last 3-4 years. I would have had him at finals contenders, but since we taking him, I'm gonna put him at almost the top.
You had them here? Oh my God! See, y'all didn't stop.
No, for good reason. For good reason. It's the East. There's no Bucks. There's no Celtics. There's no Pacers. It's the Knicks. It's the Cavs.
No, but that's why I put them at home.
I mean, not the Cavs. Knicks has no defense, and they have the worst pick and roll defense going against the best pick and roll duo in the league, probably Trey Young and Porzingis. I would have them going neck to neck against the Cavs.
I mean, yeah, I would have them. I would either have them at. I mean, I would have them at playoff squad just because like I'm a Hawks fan and I've seen like tragic shit happen. But if all goes well, I don't really see a world where they can't compete against. Like we beat the Cavs. We whooped on the Cavs in the regular season. Like I mean, it's a regular season, but shit, the Cavs ain't a playoff team, so I can absolutely say this. We whooped on them in the regular season. We beat the Knicks in the regular season last year. Yeah, I would put them almost top. I don't think they can win the NBA Finals.
Yeah, so.
But I wouldn't be. I could if me personally. I know this is not a favorite. If we get to June and the Atlanta Hawks is in the NBA Finals on a Pacers type run, I would tell myself. I would. Motherfuckers, I might cry. I would tell myself I couldn't see it coming if everything went right. The Miami Heat.
Losing is fun. Terry Rozier is on your team.
No, we can't. But losing is fun. Is they're taking for something.
Honestly, I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
What are they building towards? You know what I'm saying?
I'm down to put them in confused only because I don't know what the fuck. They're not a bad team though. Like they're going to make the plan. They're 100% going to make the plan.
Yeah, they confused.
But I don't think they're a playing team. Like if this is like, I don't think they're at the level of the Grizzlies or any other playing team.
Actually, let's be honest. They've been confused since LeBron left.
Oh no, for sure.
That's me. They don't know if they want to be in the 8th seed or the finals.
Hey,
They should have did something.
Hey, we're gonna get to that small forward list next week. That is why we talked about me and Queso talked about this like weeks ago. That's why I'm not the biggest Jimmy Butler guy. Only because I'm not a fan of the regular season shit, bro. And like they've been confused their whole life. Like if the Heat had better rankings during the regular season, they might have got to the NBA Finals on a home court, which matters. And you just know. Right now they're confused though, for sure. Fuck the past. Right now they're confused. The Utah Jazz. Losing is fun?
Yeah, we got no. I think I respect the building. You can't say they losing for fun. But they
building towards something. I would agree with that.
They're building towards something. If I could convince one of you guys, they're building towards something, and I like what they're doing. It's just like when March happens. No, fuck March. When February happens, I don't know if Laurie's gonna get traded this time. We say it every year. I don't know if Laurie's actually gonna get traded. He signed a crazy contract. He probably doesn't get traded because the contract's crazy. They're sitting people. They're sitting. They literally AJ.
But that's after they go on that little 10-2 run the last 2 years.
Yeah, but losing is fun. They like to lose. Like they're cool at losing.
I think I'll be more confused than losing because they try hard at the beginning of the year, and then once they realize, I would do that too. If I realize I'm not going to be in a championship, I might as well tank for good players.
Well, that was 2 years ago. Last year they was legit bad the whole year.
But now, excuse me, we talk a lot of basketball on here. We use a lot of names. Who did they just get in the draft? I watch this film. I know him.
Ace Bailey.
Ace Bailey, okay.
And Walter Clayton Jr.
Ace Bailey did not want to go there. He said, "Don't draft me," and they drafted him. They trying to build towards something. You know what I'm saying? They trying to build. I think that says it all.
I get it. This majority. The only thing I would say is when it's time for when February hits, they're tanking. They're going to tank. They literally the Utah Jazz owner. I think he has some ownership in BYU, and they're paying for AJ to go to school there, just so they can have a chance to draft him. They're weird.
Wait, did they trade? Wasn't Kuminga on the block for Laurie, right? And Utah didn't do it, or no?
2 years ago. Not this summer. Last summer.
Okay, I'm about to say. All right,
Yeah.
we can go next.
The Sacramento Kings.
We know where he at.
Confused, right?
Yeah.
Supposed to
Losing is, I think losing is fun, but
they're not taking.
they still got like, God, I'm finna get mad. You're tanking it. You just seen this team, DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, from this team not do nothing in the East, and you got that same team over here. You got Sabonis in the paint.
Like
You're losing for fun.
Yeah, but they're confused because they're all those players you named are not bad players though. Bad system, not bad players. So they're not gonna be in the play-in, but they're probably gonna be like the 11th.
So they lose on fun.
They're not losing.
Yo. Let's be real. If you see something go terrible here and you put the same thing over here, it's still gonna be terrible.
I feel like
And it's in the West.
I feel like losing for fun should be the ranking for the top 3 teams. Like the team, Cooper Flag's available. Motherfuckers are dead trying to lose for fun. Like the Brooklyn Nets, when we get to them, they're losing for fun. They don't have this draft upcoming is better than this year's draft. Like way better than this year's draft. A lot of teams are going to be losing for fun. Like there are a lot of teams because there's a lot of the NBA is pretty talented right now, but I think motherfuckers will be losing for fun.
After you saying it, I think they're in the top 3 of losing for fun. 100%. I'm looking at these teams. They're in the top 3 losing for fun. I can name them to you right now, but we can majority rule. Well, what did league say? Confused, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if y'all agreeing with losing for fun, because I already know 2 for sure. 2 for sure is losing for fun.
Yeah, they do. They're there for me, but we go
at least.
Okay, the Knicks. Almost
NBA Finals contenders.
I think we have to put Contenders
to win.
Yes,
because somebody has to contend to win in the East. We got.
Wait, y'all think the Knicks is the best team in the East? I know.
No. I say the Hawks for contenders, but Porzingis. But when we talk about contention to win, it has to be an East team. East team has to come out.
Okay, so my question is the Cavs or the Knicks? Probably the Knicks. I mean, they have to play all success.
I mean, Donovan Mitchell get a second round. Give me the Knicks.
Oh my God! All right, for sure. All right, Lakers.
Almost at the top.
Playoff squad. They don't have a big. Well, I'm so sorry, Aiden. I totally forgot you exist. They don't got the. To me,
I'd say almost at the top. Because Luka came mid-season, but now you give him a full off season to get behind your regular offense. Yeah, I'm gonna get that to him.
Sorry, Laker fans. Orlando Magic playoff squad.
Yeah, playoff squad.
Oh, y'all thinking hard. I don't know where y'all want to put where did you want to put him for a second?
I kind of hate their team, but playoffs.
Oh no, we all. I think I don't know how Malik feels about them. I hate their team, but like they're a playoff squad for sure. The Dallas Mavericks playoff squad.
Play.
What is I say playoff squad. Wait. Oh, because they coming in with Kyrie injury.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I say play in squad or play in or
We're
Cali.
in the West, but I think regardless they make the playoffs. Cooper Flag, Klay Thompson, AD, Gafford, Lively.
Jason Kidd coaching.
That's tough in the West.
It's tough. It's tough. We're asking them to do all. I mean, they got D'Lo to play the spot. I'm sorry, D'Lo, but he's playing spot. No, he's played, but he's played the spot mid. Oh, God. All right. Brooklyn Nets first losing for fun team.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Not a question.
Free Jordan Fernandez.
Three guards. We good.
Oh my gosh. For Denver Nuggets, I got NBA Final Contenders to win. Yeah.
Yeah,
OKC.
same.
Yeah.
The Pacers. Confused our life?
Confused.
Yeah.
For sure.
Losing for fun.
I'm down to go losing for fun. I mean, I don't think they're going to be a bottom three. I don't think they're going to be a bottom three West team, but I don't think they're good. I don't think they fit any other category at all.
I can say confused, but it's something like that. You still employ Zion when he's been hurt the last 25 years. And then you're trying to add to Zion as if he's going to
not hurt, like
not good the last 25 years. I mean, they're confused. They don't know if they want to, you know what I'm saying?
You can look. Because their team, like on paper, they're not bad, but they're not good, and we know what's gonna.
Don't they have like 4 centers now?
Missy.
3. They have Missy, Kevon Looney, and the rookie. I fuck with him too. Queen.
Yeah.
Derek Queen. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I would say they're confused. They're pretty confused. They drafted a point guard, and now DeJounte is about to come back, and the Jordan Poole they got, which kind of played point guard, shooting guard type vibes. Yeah, I don't get it. Detroit Pistons playoff.
Yeah,
playoff squad.
Okay.
I'm ready to put Toronto at play-in. Just because it's the East. But
yeah, they got BI over there. They are a terrible put together team, but they put something together playing.
The roster. I'm ready to. I'm sorry. I'm putting all this at the top.
Well, personally, I'd say Contenders to win.
All right, we both got Contenders.
Because to take out Jalen Green and add Kevin Durant
and
Dorian Finney-Smith,
are you guys worried about just the young players?
No, because it may gonna have them right. They had them right last year, prepared against a dynasty or what used to be a dynasty. Amin is elite. They added Dorian Finney in case he can't. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you said Amin?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's there's nothing else to talk about. That's really my guy. The Spurs.
I say building towards something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want.
It's not like a bad thing, but like we just got to see how it all meshes together.
You said play in, Queso?
Mm-hmm. I agree with you say. That's basically my POV, but Wemby is 7-4, can shoot from half.
I'm gonna go play in as well. I mean, they're obviously building towards something. Would I be surprised? Well, honestly, if you'd be surprised if they didn't make the play-in, no. But I think they're going to be like, if they're not 10, they're 11.
If they don't make the play-in, something's wrong over there. De'Aaron Fox, Castle, Wemby. They just got Cornet, who's a mobile, good big.
So no, you're right. If they don't make the play-in, something is wrong over there. If motherfuckers is healthy, they better be in the play-in. The Suns, another poster board confused. Fuck.
Added Taylor Green.
What? I'm in the play-in. Where's AY? You're reason or no? I got them confused.
But how many teams in the play-in? 4, right?
Technically, yeah, it's 4.
Okay.
8 to 10.
But that's a chance to you.
I like the Spurs more when I like the Suns. I like the Spurs more. I like the Suns.
But I mean, yeah, majority. Y'all both say confused at left.
The Timberwolves playoff squad. Wait,
Hold on. Who's the Suns center? Mark Williams and the
and
Hornets.
Malawatch. And Mark Williams and Malawatch. And Mark Williams is gonna start. Yes, the Hornets center.
Remind me, they got Ryan Dunn, Devin Booker.
I got you. They got their starting lineup, and I'll say their starting lineup in their best. Their starting lineup most likely is going to be Devin Booker, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks. Power forward, they probably start Ryan Dunn, I would assume. And then at center, they're gonna have Mark Williams. Their key role players is Royce O'Neal, Grayson Allen, Malawatch,
Nick
I
Richards.
think Nick Richards. No, Nick Richards got.
Oh, he on there, right? I think I just seen him.
I think it was on 2K. I saw him get traded. I don't know if it was real life or 2K. So I really cannot remember if you guys rated or not. But if so, he's their third center. He probably doesn't even get a lot of play. So yeah.
Yeah, give me. I'm gonna go play in with Elite. I go playing.
God damn it! All right, for sure. I fuck the Suns. I got the Timberwolves. I got playoffs. Yo, and the thing is, they always make the Western Conference Finals. Fuck.
That's why, yeah, almost at the time for me to say that.
Yeah, I might put them.
I'm gonna go playoff score.
If they could swap Julius Randle out for
Facts.
He was good though. He was good in the playoffs though. I don't want to.
he was good in the first round against
You
the
said that
Lakers.
was fake? No, he was no. Do not do him like that. He was really good against the Warriors in the second round. He was really good in the first and the second. In the third round, I'm not gonna lie,
That was.
against OKC, he was really bad. But like they.
Oh, I'm thinking of the first game versus OKC or the first two games. He was shooting from half court.
Oh no,
I turned that game off. I'm not watching Julius Randle shoot from my half.
No, that was no. He had one good game against OKC, but like that's probably the worst matchup in like a face. Like Julius Randle is a player that works off of mismatches against a team with no mismatches. Probably the worst matchup you could ever get. But he was good against I mean, it's the Warriors.
I think so, historically, Julius Randle not that guy for me.
I mean,
Historically. So I agree with Lee there too. But I will say playoff squad for sure.
I'm not mad at playoff squad. And we really have to we might have to edit this. Anyway, the Warriors.
That's why I say Jazz losing for fun.
No, the Warriors playing. No, playing or playoff. I got to. I can't put
Who's their center?
I don't think
Al Horford.
he's not there.
No, he's there. Let's be honest.
They waiting on some contract to be done.
Kuminga. They're waiting for Kuminga to not take. Kuminga is not taking any contract, so they have to wait until the deadline. Then he'll take the qualifying offer, which is like 11, 12 mil or some shit, and then they're going to sign him. So yeah, they're sending it to Al Horford.
I'm sorry. I had to get him playoff squad. I'm sorry.
I'm down with you. I mean, Steph Curry, bro.
Steph Curry, and then playoff Jimmy. Well, you got to get to the playoffs, but
they will. They will.
Yeah, I got that.
I can agree with that.
The Wizards losing is fun.
I'm building for something. What?
Wait, no, just hear me out. They're building for something. I'm a Wizards guy.
Is it sorry,
bro? I mean, I guess the Nets is like like I think all these teams are going to start tanking at the end. I'm cool. Building for something, I'm cool.
And
I think they're all going to tanking. They're all going to tank 100% at the end.
Yeah, but I think Wizards got a chance to be that sleeper team that the Pistons was. You don't think so? Trey Johnson over there, Cam Whitmore over there, Sarv from last year.
Listen. If Trey Johnson is averaging 20 points his rookie year,
Yeah,
I'm here with you. No, I like the Wizards.
You don't like George? You don't like KG?
No, I love the Wizards. I love Keyshawn. I love. Okay, as players, I love Keyshawn and Trey. Now, Bub, I'm not as a player. I think Bub shouldn't be starting. I think I'll be an elite 6-man. Starting point guard, no, I'm not the biggest fan, but I like Bub as a player. Alex R, I like the potential. That's it.
Cam Whitmore over there.
But the play-in though, I'm not saying. I'm not telling you to put them in the play-in. You're saying like you're saying they can make that reach, but you're basically saying, hey, the Pistons. Obviously, you're not saying they're not going to be a playoff squad. I know you're not saying they're going to be a top.
Yeah.
You're saying a play-in team like the number 10. I mean, if all goes, I don't think all goes right.
See, let's think. Hornets, Nets, Heat, Bulls. That's 4 teams I can see behind them.
You said Hornets, Nets, Heat, Bulls. I would have the Heat over them easily.
But I can see them if
See a world.
I can see a world where the Heat with Terry Rozier that they employ, Bam Adebayo is inconsistent.
Terry doesn't play. Stop sex. This is your third Terry. Yes, they'll play us. They'll play them.
But yeah, we move on.
Okay. And the Blazers building towards something
Yeah, I agree.
easily. I think they're probably the best team in building towards something, in my opinion. Like, I think what they've done the last like 2-3 years has been like really pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even hate on them. Like Chauncey, it really just comes down to this, who pops off. Who's gonna be the one? Shaden, Scoot. Is Daddy gonna even get even better? Who's gonna be the one? Is there anyone that we gotta switch around? I hate that you guys have the Hawks up there. No, we have to do something. The Lakers is almost at the top, and the Timberwolves and the Clippers is under them. They're better than them. They're better than the Lakers.
Clippers, I'm cool with at the top. Lakers, I mean LeBron, Luka Doncic. Ain't nothing else to say with them too. Austin Reeves, 25 and 6.
Lakers or Timberwolves? Like going into this, you're taking the Lakers, Malik?
I mean, we could add the Clippers up there.
Wait, no. I'm saying Lakers or Timberwolves in the playoff series today. Everyone healthy.
Lakers.
Clear?
Absolutely.
Yeah, clear.
Okay. It's hard for me to clear. But so you don't want to take the Lakers down, but we can have the Clippers up.
Rita, listen.
Yeah, we could definitely move the Clippers up.
Lakers ain't moving, Rita. Listen.
But can we move the Clippers up?
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Okay.
CP3, first ring. Come on, we need that.
I'm here for it. I'm cool with everything else. I'm not too mad. I mean, the only thing I'll say is we put the
Pelicans losing for fun. Somebody got to lose for fun. Pelicans, please.
No. We put the Mavs in playing because of the Kyrie injury, and then we put the Sixers in playoff because we initially said like injuries is like not in the situation.
Well, Kyrie.
Well, you said because
Yo, like but even if Embiid's healthy, he's not playing back-to-backs, and they play the most back-to-backs.
But I think they're still a playoff squad in the East versus the West. I think that's a difference for me.
Yeah.
DJ has
the East. Okay, yeah, that's fair. All right, I'm cool with this. This is the fun. Unless you say you want to.
I'm done with it, but you gotta remember, Jared McCain was hooping, Quentin Grimes was hooping, Maxey coming back, VJ Edgecon there. They gonna be in that playing for sure.
Nah, I fuck with that. If Embiid makes the playoffs and makes it past the second round, all good things happen nowadays. All good things come around. Hey, give me a B. Donovan Mitchell conference finals. Queso can't say a fucking word no more. Queso can never say a word to me ever again. My 2 goats are up to that goats, but my 2 players are up there. I can't say Bonnie the Hawk will be up there, so one of these teams must go down. That will be the end of the podcast. We appreciate you guys for watching. This one was longer than the last one by far. Way longer. But I enjoyed it. I like this episode a lot. This was fun. Make sure you guys check all the socials. Leave a 5-star review on all audio platforms on Spotify. And I got the Apple Music up after Apple Podcasts up a couple days ago. So that is now up. You guys can leave 5 stars on that. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you got to this point. We appreciate you guys all. Quesos, Malik's, all socials, my socials will all be down below if you want to go check out them rant about any basketball shit on their Twitters, Instagrams. I appreciate you guys. Y'all be safe. Deuces.
Remember, don't end it.